Hey everyone, we're alive, and we're definitely not talking about weird family histories that any of us may or may not have.
Yeah. None of us have secret families.
No, I certainly don't.
I emerged out of the ground in 1991, fully formed.
I can
So I
believe
don't have
that.
a
I
family.
could believe that about Angriff, though. I could believe that about Angriff. Like, it's 100% true in his case.
Angriff Orcborn, we call him.
So, does anyone remember what we were doing last time? What were we doing last time? Wow, that is so bright.
Making enchiladas.
Got some weapons.
Yep.
I've got written down Jennifer Little Chef.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jennifer Little Chef.
That's my new name.
The alias of the pink-haired halfling chef. That you picked the most conspicuous character imaginable.
Did it work?
Maybe?
Technically, but I feel like not by a lot is the valid answer there. But I guess
It was also completely confusing because we didn't need you to do any of that. We could have all stuck in.
It was fully like Mac in Always Sunny doing the Swedish accent. Like there was no need for any of it at all, and yet this is what we did.
Oh, I remember.
The more I understand Barb's character, the more I know this is what she'd do.
She absolutely would.
Barb Mac. We got after we killed a security monolith. We found the right address to go snooping for something. I can't remember what we are actually doing and why we're snooping, but we are going somewhere.
A guy is gonna pay you. Well, maybe pay you, but he's gonna give you information to find someone who might be useful to Angriff and Vengeance.
Right.
And
this
also,
guy is supposed to be colluding with the sovereignty, right? We're meant to be finding out if he's in league with them.
He wants to see if he's been doing any illegal deals, illegal shit.
The best deals.
Yeah, the best deals. The biggest and best deals that are also possibly illegal. Has he been doing illegal tariffs? That's what people want to know. That's what
So he's putting 200% tariffs on sovereignty wines.
Yeah.
It's all going to crash the economy. It's going to be terrible.
It's like wines from the sovereignty. Never heard of them. We're tariffing them immediately.
We're drinking Ohio wine now exclusively. Come on.
We're drinking
Since
wine
we're
from
talking
the
about
islands.
Sinan, just for a bit of world building, can you describe the patterns of global labor arbitrage that exist in your fantasy world?
We do it later.
Describe the entire socioeconomic system in great detail.
How much does a living coat cost?
Will these tariffs work to bring back production to the sovereignty?
Has the sovereignty invented the spinning jenny?
Because the sovereignty is the one getting tariffed, right? So they're not. That's not how that would work.
They're trying to bring production back to
the Grand Duchy.
That one.
Yeah. And it's a perfect climate for making wine. So yeah, it could work in theory.
Okay, so we've got some relatively equal exchange and a nice bit of world building for everyone.
There you go. I hope everyone's happy with that now.
I look forward to the paper on the subject.
All right. So you all have you've got like some evidence. You've collected some patchy evidence because you had to fight I think it was a stone golem. And Angriff now has its finger as a trophy that he wears around his neck.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, which is very
Sibling,
cool.
I should say.
Yeah. And now you are outside of the residence of Tranquillus, the person whose house you broke into. It's like mid-afternoon, the sun's still up. You're in the city.
Not so Tranquillus now, eh?
Yeah, well, yeah, you have wrecked his house, so I would say that it is plausible that someone will notice what's happened here.
They call him Irritatus now.
Yeah.
We gotta keep this for when we meet him.
Yeah, you gotta keep the zingers ready to go.
Jennifer Letitia is going to come out the back of the house with some enchiladas for the party. Just hand them out.
I get some enchiladas.
All right, we'll make our way to the docks then with these enchiladas.
They are really good enchiladas. You are eating your enchiladas as you walk along to the docks, and you follow your way to the address, and first of all, it's broad daylight still. So people are still going about their day doing their work. Second of all, the address that it leads to leads to the worst building you have ever seen. So it is down
building.
It is down a narrow alleyway.
A job centre.
And the building, well, not the job centre from the recent
It's the Waterloo
Labour.
Brewdog.
Yeah, that's right. The building itself only has a door. It doesn't have any street-facing windows or anything. It is just a door.
Yeah, no walls, no windows.
No, there are walls, but there's just a fucking door as entrance.
It's with a new DWP office. I see it.
There's Kendall, the chief architect.
Knock on the door. Let's do it.
No, let's not do that. We're trying to be sneaky.
My fist is almost at the door.
You also do see that there are guards around. These look different from the city guards, but they do still look like they could probably at least inconvenience you slightly.
City of London style.
Yeah.
Hanging back then, I guess. What have we got any time limit on when we've got to find information on this guy? Can we wait till night, or do we have any like?
The only time limit is when you have to go pick up the brats, or I guess tomorrow.
The brats is in 2 days, right?
2 days, yeah. So I would say like you can definitely wait till the night.
Yeah, I mean, let's wait till night. Let's.
Listen, I'm in disguise. I can ask these guys what it's about,
Why?
and then go back.
You're insisting.
We can wait till night.
I feel like this has gone really well so far, and I want to make the most of this disguise before I have to give it up for anonymity purposes.
Just gonna like throw it out there, like my thing, breaking into stuff, stealing things. I'm good at that. Like, I don't have many talents. That's one of them. One thing that we don't want to do is draw attention to a potential thief, and walking up to guards looking like you do now with enchiladas and asking about what's inside this obviously austere building might be suspicious.
This is a common halfling look. I feel like you're being offensive.
I don't
point to another one.
Is
there anyone else like this?
Right, Bob's gonna look around and do a perception check
to see if there's anyone else who looks like Bob right now.
Yeah.
Can you please describe the disguise so I can tell you exactly how few people look like this?
Bright pink hair in a Karen bob, full chef's outfit, enchiladas in hand, salsa stains down trousers, just the full shebang.
All right,
I rolled a 15.
All right, well, you know. Okay, well, hold on. Let's see if that does happen to be the world's worst doppelganger walking around at this point. No, there is no one who looks like this. That was a courtesy roll, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, you are unique in the world as far as you can tell. In fact, now in your imagination, you can't imagine what you look like now. It's been erased. You can't register it as an actual person anymore.
My disguise snaps off with sheer disbelief.
Yeah, like you are now once again.
Preposterous.
Yeah. You find the disguise so ridiculous, you just become yourself again.
Ugh, fine, okay. Elfin, is there a cat hole?
I don't think there is. No.
No.
I mean, you could send your cat like by the guards to see if you can pick up any chatter or anything.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good to do some recon on these guards at least in one way or another.
Okay. Are we sending the cat? What was the cat's name? Angriff Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, are we sending Angriff Jr. up to listen to the guards then?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Walk up to the guards, Angriff Jr. I assume because it's a familiar thing, you can hear what they hear, right? If you want.
I mean, technically, I can only do that for one round, but
yeah, but there's 6 seconds.
Yeah.
It's more than you'll hear something. So the guards, there's a pair of guards just kind of standing in this alleyway.
I'm a cat. Hello.
And one of them does spot the cat, and immediately goes, "Oh, look, it's a cat!" and starts petting the cat. Sort of leaves his spear up against the wall, and starts petting the cat nicely. But that obviously, because you can only do it for like a round, that is the entire interaction that you get out of this. Is that these guards apparently like cats? They like cats enough to pet them.
Yeah. I think they do have one weakness.
I mean, we could send our very charming cat up to distract them.
Oh, that's true. We have a Helgato.
Catberry.
And just ask Catberry to be like, "Hey, come round the back to say hi to me." And he is so charming.
Yeah, he could probably just show up and persuade them to just leave the door. Actually,
Yeah.
You there, leave the door.
Could try that.
You better give me some fish.
Yeah.
I do still think we should wait until nighttime to do this, but
Yeah, broad daylight, sending the cat that billows smoke to trick these guards into leaving.
well, we
It's the
very
last thing they would
obviously.
expect.
Yeah. We're gonna
Just do that when they're warm.
I'm gonna propose the single file line tactic, where we charge in a single file line at the door, and they'll be so stunned that they won't be able to respond.
It's what they call hiding in plain sight.
Just walking in as if you belong.
I mean,
We could go to Barry's and get some high-vis jackets.
Hiding in Jennifer Little Chef's sight.
it's not what they wear. This is not a modern dock. That's not what they wear. But you could give us.
These guys are wearing PPE.
Yeah.
Can we get some
try to be
low-vis
sneaky.
jackets?
Yeah, you should wait till the night, I would say, as
Yeah.
the DM.
We should wait till the night, then get the most reflective thing we can possibly wear.
Yes.
For safety, though. Okay, so it'll be a few hours until nightfall. So you can either do something in the meantime, or you can just choose to, like, skip to you are approaching it at night and see what happens.
Are there any like storefront bars or cafes that we can hunker down at and sort of watch from a distance?
Yeah, there are a few kind of like, not like formal establishments, but places that sailors have set up as like watering holes.
Sure.
And you can just kind of get there, get kind of like a kind of crappy drink, but a very cheap drink, and a place to sit down. And so you can do that.
Yeah, have some time at the speakeasy.
Yeah. Well, it's out in public, so it's not really. Well, I guess speakeasies weren't exactly secret establishments either. But like, there's no attempt at like secrecy here. They are just like straight up running illegal bars out in the open. Because what are they gonna do? Kick them out? Okay, they'll just get on their ship and leave.
And those tariffs, they make it so much easier for the locals to sell their alcohol.
That's right.
So, what is your plan, Art?
To wait until night to just keep a sort of eye out on the door. Once night falls, send Helgato in to charm them and tell them to leave because he's so charming, and we know they like cats. And then just break in through the door.
This is definitely the least worst idea you've had recently.
And Helgato's just kind of there like, well, I might agree to this if I could get some fish out of it.
Oh, just ask the guards for some fish.
That's a good point. I think I'll do that. But won't it be a bit suspicious for me to be walking up there, considering any sort of gestures with his face to the billowing smoke that no one else seems to really care about?
I
But
mean,
you do look very cute.
no
we
one
use
else
the
needs to
disguise-
notice.
Yeah,
Can we use the disguise self ring on Helgato to make him a regular cat?
doesn't have fingers, right?
Oh.
Mm. Does
Stick in
anyone
his
have
tail.
any?
Yeah.
What, you're going to put a ring on a cat's tail?
Yeah, what can
I mean-
go wrong?
Why not? It might work.
Yeah, but then I might lose my
Okay.
ring.
Helgato stat block. Charming cat fiend stat block. Alright, try and put the ring on his tail. You can try.
Go on, Art.
Okay,
Not my
what am I
circus, not my
rolling?
monkeys.
You got to roll a dexterity check against him.
Okay,
No, my
well,
hell cat with claws.
that is pretty good.
Okay.
What's 13? It's 20.
You got a 26 on his acrobatics check to wriggle out of your grasp.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
And he's also going to swat you for your trouble. So
You know what? Fair enough.
he's gonna swat you. He rolled to hit. That's an 18 to hit.
He hits.
Yeah. All right. Let's get the dice out.
300 damage.
That is 14 points of slashing damage to your hands.
Jesus Christ. I have 41 maximum hit points.
Yeah, this is. You got to understand. He's not a cat. He is actually a demon. So
that sounds quite low for a cat.
yeah, you're surprised he didn't. You should be glad he didn't cast some of the spells he can cast in his stat block.
You hang out with a cat, you're gonna get scratched. I've got the arms to prove it. So I get it. I understand.
Yeah, he's sort of looking at you like, look, I understand that this is important to you, but I would ask that you don't do that again.
Yeah.
My question is, what happens if the guards don't leave?
Then we fight them and then break in.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that sounds like a good plan.
I don't know why I expected there to be a second part of that plan. I guess there wasn't.
The cat just kind of traipses off to scam some more fish out of people while you talk about this at the bar.
I mean,
I give him a fish
simplicity.
before he leaves.
Sorry? What are you doing to Helgato?
I give him a fish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He likes that. Okay,
Some of the best plans are simple.
So how long after nightfall are you waiting?
At least 15 seconds.
One round.
To a stage where it's just like a bit less crowded. So that you feel like it's a bit more.
Okay, so as you're watching, like the sun begins to set, the sailors sort of go back to their ships or to their dorms. A lot of the clerks who are sort of running between the administrative buildings, including your very austere building, they start filtering out back into the city or wherever it is that they're staying. And you actually notice that the guard presence reduces slightly. So there isn't as much of a guard presence at night. It seems much sparser now at this point because they're just sort of assuming everyone's gone home or is too drunk to do anything. So there's actually even fewer guards than when you started. So you may not even need to distract a guard at all.
Do we get an
The problem
impression?
that solves itself.
Have we sent Elgato to do his business?
Yeah, let's say that you've sent Helgato and he comes back and he's just kind of like, what are you going to do? Well, I went to charm some guards and there weren't any. Which leaves me without fish, which I'm very displeased by.
We'll get you some fish. We'll get you some fish.
Also, I'll say that you've recovered the damage from Helgato because you've had a short rest. I would say that you've recovered the health because that was purely a demonstration that you should not mess with Helgato. He will swat you, as a cat will do. But yeah, Helgato's like, I didn't see anyone patrolling around there. I encountered one guard, but he seemed very disinterested in anything I had to say.
What was wrong with him? Not a cat
Presumably
person?
immune to my charms. A rare one.
Maybe I should have put my disguise on again.
Disguise yourself as a dog.
Yeah.
Dog.
He's a dog person. That was the mistake all along.
It has solved everything. So there's one guard at the door, there's no guards.
Well, there's no guards at the door in that alleyway specifically. He's just sort of walking around.
Oh, looking for guards now. He's okay.
Yeah, the guards are just walking around, hanging out, you know. It's a night shift. They're not the best. They're not sending their best.
Do you want to sneak towards the door then, Art, just in case someone spots us? You can make sure it's safe.
And Elfin has Pass Without a Trace as well, if we all want to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I look forward to failing the inevitable stealth check.
Yeah.
I'll do a stealth check.
Okay.
Oh, that is a nat 20.
Yeah, you're
so
full.
that is 27.
Yeah. You're fine. You have no problem sort of stealthing up to the door through this alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
Are you? Wait, how are you? Are you? So basically, the way this looks is it's a very heavily shadowed alleyway at night. So are you clinging to the shadows in particular?
Yeah, just sneaking through the shadows, hunched-shouldered, kind of.
Okay, which side of the alleyway are you going up?
Which side is the door on?
It's like bang in the middle. It's like an alleyway that leads right up to this. It's like it's kind of designed
right-hand side.
Yeah,
then.
if you didn't know better, you'd say this was designed specifically to cast as much darkness leading up to the door as possible.
Right-hand side.
Okay. Okay, you actually manage to... You cling to it, and as you expect, because you didn't see anyone, you actually make it up to the door.
Check for traps, and then if I can, unlock it.
Roll an investigation check.
It's not as good. 15.
As far as you can tell, there aren't any traps, but you do notice that there seems to be something odd about the lock.
So I think maybe it might be like an arcane lock.
Maybe?
Okay, I'll sneak back down and I want to chat to the group and see if anyone's got any dispel magic. So I might suggest doing dispel magic on the door first and then unlocking it.
I can detect magic from...
Detect magic as well?
Yeah, I've got detect and dispel magic.
Brilliant. Shall we all as a group then sneak up on the right hand
single
side?
file.
Yeah, we'll sneak up and detect magic collectively.
Like we're in Scooby-Doo, just like...
Well,
one head beneath
it.
No, it's supposed
Okay, everyone... wait, is everyone going?
And will we cast... will we do... do you want to do Pass Without a Trace as well?
Can I... And also, if you're doing that, can I have the order of the party as they're going into the alleyway?
I guess if I'm dispelling the magic, I'll go after Art.
Okay. So it's Art, Barb... I guess Elfin and Angriff, what order are you going in?
I guess I'll go last, because I'm considering I'm...
Okay. Yeah. That's made everything much more interesting.
Well, good luck.
That's kind of the opposite of what I had planned for, but it's okay. It's gonna make it much more interesting. Okay, so
with Pass Without a Trace going back up to the door, I got a 35.
Okay, 35. Yeah, I'm gonna at this point as a kind of token act roll. Oh, right. Okay. Can everyone else roll, please?
Roll. What are we rolling?
Stealth. And you get +10 because of Pass Without a Trace.
Oh, damn.
I need to roll disadvantage. Great. And the first one is a 5. Oh, that was a 2. Hell yeah! Plus whatever the
10.
So 12.
12.
Okay.
And D&D Beyond it is not loading, which is great. So I don't know what my modifier is. 19
for me.
Okay.
I rolled 22, but this sounds like I might want to add a D10. So that's 28.
Okay.
Because I got Dark One's luck.
So, Art and Elfin, you have stealthed incredibly well. Barb and Angriff, you feel this kind of like eerie. You feel this sort of like eerie sense that there are eyes in the shadows watching you. You can't see anything, but you feel like you've been seen by someone or something.
So the eye of Sauron.
Something
holding the
panther. It's something is looking right at you, and you feel
it's DM.
You feel anxious. You feel a looming sense of dread.
Oh, that's just normal.
I say that's my everyday, baby.
Britain, you're in Britain again. You're back on the island. Oh no.
No.
This nostalgic feeling.
My escapism.
I hate it when every island and city turns out to be Britain.
But have we had a long rest between this fight and the last whatever's happening now and the last fight?
No, you did not.
Oh,
Be
You had
right
a
back,
short
just be
rest.
back.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna telepathically message the group and just say I think someone's watching us.
Yeah.
Art has
doing
run
great.
away.
Art has like mentally vacated at this fort. He's just like, nope, nothing.
But if nothing else happens, then I will dispel magic on the lock.
I detect magic.
Okay.
Are you a detective? I guess that makes more sense to detective before I try and dispel it.
Elfin, you detect. Does detect magic tell you the spell slot used to cast a spell?
I think you just learn at School of Magic.
Learn at School of
If-
Magic. Hold on. I mean, you'll know pretty. Well, spoiler alert: it's going to be Arcane Lock, but it's an abjuration spell.
Yeah.
The
I
one
can tell
Abdor-related abjuration spell it could possibly be.
It appears to be an abjuration spell.
Can you tell what level it is?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try and cast a spell magic on it.
What level?
Well, the highest I can cast it at. Well, I can cast it at. Can I cast it higher than that? I can cast it at level 3, which is what I was planning to do. I don't know if. No, I can cast it at level. Can I cast it at level 4? Hold on.
If you have the slots.
I can cast it at 4th level, yeah, just in case.
Okay. You casting it at 4th level.
Yeah.
You attempt to dispel the arcane lock, and you know it's failed.
Oh. This is like the height of my power, so this is quite a big lock.
So, at this point, is everyone facing the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I am.
Okay.
Unless Angriff's gone like having a pee in the alleyway, I don't know.
I'm looking directly into it, probably.
I suppose I'm weirded out by feeling like I'm being watched, but
Yeah. So
uneasy.
the question is, who? Okay. At this point, I guess because Barb's at the door, Art, Elfin, and Angriff, you're all kind of watching her do the dispelling.
Mm-hmm.
So from left to right, how are you organized from left to right? Is what I want to know.
I think I'd be closest to Barb.
So you center.
What?
I guess I'll follow up the rear just in case someone is.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, Angriff, how many hit points do you have?
Oh no!
Out of curiosity.
I'm gonna assume that I use like lay on hands on my between now.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume you've had a short rest. You're gonna be all right.
Yeah. So I have currently got 57 HP.
Okay. Can you tell me what your AC is as well, just so I don't?
20.
Okay. So that's okay. Okay, so you have suddenly you hear the first thing you hear is like the sound of metal scraping against the back of your armor, and then you feel 3 sharp points enter your body from behind.
Is that good?
And I will roll
Scratch.
I will roll all of the damage now, which is gonna take me a minute from all 3 of these. So
Oh my god.
yeah, it's not good. It's not good. And also you get they get an extra this.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, it's almost as if I designed it. 14 plus 3, so that is 17 points for the first one.
Okay.
Second one is 5, 8, 9, 12 for the second one.
Okay.
And for the last one, it is 12, 20, 30 for the third one.
30.
Can I use my bardic inspiration, my cutting words to like?
You do not know this is happening. Literally, none of you could have perceived this was going to happen.
Well, I guess I'm taking a dirt nap.
Yeah, as you've been stabbed, the final one kind of goes through the back of your ribcage into your lung and almost into your heart, and you hear someone whisper, "Glory to the sovereignty," and just push you and then your body clatters to the ground next to
Jesus
everyone.
Christ.
Sleepy time.
Yeah, Angrif has just collapsed and crumpled in a heaping mess on the ground. And you all turn around to look, and you see no one there.
Oh my god. Let's get Helgato back. Let's get Helgato back. It's going to be strong enough to protect us. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I guess pick up Angrith and drag him out of the alley to get out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I mean, who can carry, like...
Just go shit.
Like,
Are you
like
just dragging the heavy armor across the floor?
Yeah.
Use dimension door on him, I guess, but like, do we need to get out of here like right now? I don't know if we'h. Yeah, I guess we do.
Okay, at this point, you're just dragging him out of the alley.
If Barbot's a dimension door, then that's also grand.
I were bad news. I used up my level 4 slot trying to dispel the magic.
Well, in that case, we're dragging Angrith out the alley because.
That sounds great.
You're dragging. You hear this horrible screeching sound of the metal on the stone, and at this point, one of the guards notices just as you're pulling him out of the alley and go, "Hey, what are you doing?" And they start.
Someone just
over.
killed our friend.
Yeah, we got assaulted.
You mean killed? It looks like you killed him. What were you doing in that alley anyway?
Doesn't matter.
Ian.
It's wait until he's better. God damn.
You can't commit a crime if you've been attacked.
What do you do in alleys in the middle of the night? We're pissing.
Okay.
Yes.
He takes that at face value. Honestly, all of you at the same time.
Well, not
You never needed to do this.
Consequently,
And not the dead one,
Help!
I would assume.
Help! Help him!
he
Alright, okay.
I'm casting Cure Wounds.
Okay, if you... Alright,
That's 11 HP.
yeah, okay, 11 HP for Angrif, who suddenly comes back to life and consciousness.
I'm sending that guard down there like a fucking piece of like meat to, to wild animals.
He's gone down there. He's gone down there to investigate. And obviously there's like blood on the floor and stuff, so it's obvious someone got stabbed. But yeah, while he's investigating, you guys have a moment together with Angrif just sort of recovered from death.
another 13 HP.
You okay, bud?
I've been better.
What was that?
I don't know.
Was it a person or?
Do I have any idea about anything other than the ow?
You vaguely remember the whisper that the person made in your ear about glory to the sovereignty.
Some sovereignty fuckhead. That's all I know.
Sounds like a person, at least.
Right. Why would they think we care about the sovereignty or not?
Well, he said glory to the sovereignty, so presumably.
I mean, we are investigating a potential traitor. I guess this does mean they are doing the betraying if we're getting hit by sovereignty guards.
Uh-huh.
I guess so. That's pretty good advice. All right, done. Let's go.
We've got evidence, nothing else.
That's pretty
We
good.
tried to find the evidence. Our friend got stabbed. They admitted they're from the sovereignty.
Is that going to be enough evidence? I don't know.
Is Helgato here with us?
No, he decided to traipse off and have a nap.
I say, because he might be able to see these things better than we can. Being,
Does anyone have any like see invisibility things?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Okay,
Did I not take it?
As you're having this conversation, everyone can roll a perception check just to see if you spot anything.
11.
24.
That's 11 as well.
Wait, who?
My perception is bad.
Yeah.
While my investigation is good.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 24.
24. No. You don't really see anything. You feel like you see something move in the shadows, but could be Helgato.
I've seen some graffiti that says the Keir Starmer is a wanker.
Yeah, the Keir Starmer is a waste man.
Anything happening to the guard?
The guard comes back and he looks incredibly confused. He's like, so there's blood on the floor, but that doesn't prove you didn't stab him.
Well, he's here. Ask him.
But yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, okay, calm down, sir. You need to calm down.
I was literally just killed.
No, not you. You're fine.
Sorry, sir.
He's not fine. Look at him.
You just saw me drag my dead friend from an alley.
Yes.
Accuse me of stabbing him when he's there.
Look, it's my job to accuse people falsely of crimes, okay? It is literally my job.
Should have led with that.
Yeah, it is literally my job to not do my job properly, okay? I'm here to protect property and occasionally life if it intersects with the property. That's all.
Right.
In any case, he sort of turns to anger.
What can I not do for you today?
What happens? Yeah, do you need an insurance number for getting stabbed? So what exactly happened? What do you remember?
We were pissing.
Oh yes.
And Angrith, you take it on from the moment that we were pissing.
We were in the alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
We had just walked in. Those guys walked up the other end. I was nearer the entrance. And then all of a sudden, all I hear is scraping. Some guy whispering about the sovereignty in my ear, and then blackness.
He didn't even get to pee.
Well, he kind of looks
at maybe
Bob.
Picking that up.
He looks
I
at
think
Bob
Angrith did actually piss himself. Yeah.
Can't tell because of the armor, but
there's an adult diaper underneath the armor. You can't actually tell.
I'm dressed up like a fucking spaceman.
Just reminded me of the drill tweet about the sub-diapers now, and I'm losing my mind.
It's like a full-on catheter under there. Like
the guy's like, okay, that's enough about all of that. Look, dying. I don't know if we can trust the testimony of someone who was literally dying as what was happening, but it's obvious you didn't do it, and I'm sorry for accusing you.
What? So you don't know if you can trust?
Are you impugning my honesty as a paladin?
He kind of freezes up for a little bit. No, I didn't mean it like that. But what
did you mean?
Like when you're dying, your brain doesn't remember things properly sometimes.
Well, I told you everything that I did remember.
And
you can take that as read.
And it doesn't concern you that someone said for the glory of the sovereignty and then murdered someone.
Well,
and then there's a murderer in that alley behind you.
But he got.
Well, I looked in the alley. There's no one in there.
Have you ever heard of a thing? I have 2 potions of invisibility in my pocket.
I mean, yeah, I've heard of it, but invisibility, that's above my pay grade. That's what we have the actual city guard for.
Right. Do you want to, and this might sound crazy, report that to the city guard?
He pulls out a timepiece and he's like, I mean, I suppose.
I put my hand on the hilt of my greatsword.
Also, Alasdair, your microphone is I think you have the little mic on and maybe not the big mic. I don't know.
Is it blowing out?
Yeah. But
okay.
The guard is like, fine, I will report it, but honestly, I wouldn't expect much to come of it. I mean, the thing is, if he died and we'd use talk with dead, then we would believe the testimony, 100%.
Why is it more believable?
Because the spell compels the corpse to tell the truth.
You compel him to tell the truth with your words.
We have Zone of Truth. Someone must have Zone of Truth.
I have Zone of Truth.
Look, the thing is, your paladin friend makes a good point about impugning his honor. I didn't mean it like that. And so I am gonna report this. And I'm gonna report it accurately. And we'll see what comes of it. But in the meantime, I'd say be careful where you piss.
You are really great at your job.
Thank you.
Are you sure you don't want to go back in there and check again?
I mean, I can go check again if you want. If it makes you feel safer, I will go check again. He goes back in to check, and you can tell he's a little bit annoyed that people who are clearly better equipped to deal with this than him are demanding he do this.
Sorry, I was on the wrong microphone. Is this better?
That is much better. Yeah. He's gone in, and he sort of looks around again, and he comes out, and he's found like a piece of the back of Anger's armor that was sort of snapped off in the attack. He's like, okay, so I assume this comes from the back of your armor. Sort of shows it to Angrif.
Uh-huh.
So I'm much more inclined to believe you at least about being stabbed from behind and that these people didn't do it. As for the sovereignty stuff, I will report it, but I don't know that anything's going to be done about it. And he sort of hands Angrif the broken piece of the armor. You probably want to get it.
You know that moment in Lord of the Rings where they're doing the intimate, and it's like,
yeah.
I have come to a decision.
Yeah. You are very much dealing with this exact problem.
Can I do an insight check on this guy? What's his fucking deal?
Okay. Is that the question you're asking? What's his fucking deal?
Like, why is it just him being incompetent, or is he just?
Is he
like a blue bib policeman? Like, not a real policeman?
Yeah. So, like, what did you get, Angrif, when your insight check?
That's a 12.
So, like,
rolling great today.
In context, you kind of understand that this type of guard, the guards in the docks and the guards in the actual city, are meaningfully different. And this guy seems like he's just here for the paycheck and doesn't really give a shit. It's not incompetent. It's not that he's inherently incompetent. It's that he's lazy. He's doing just enough of his job to not get hassled.
Do I need to put the fear of a god into him?
No, he is going to report it, honestly.
Okay.
Like, he's not lying to you about that. He's just a bit lazy and in it for the paycheck.
All right.
Okay, I can respect that.
do we give up then? I mean,
I've got an idea for when he leaves.
Okay, the guard just kind of checks with it. So, my advice to all of you is, go back to whatever inn you're staying in.
To me.
Go back to whatever inn you're staying in, have a few ales, and sleep it off. And don't go pissing in alleyways in the docks. Apparently, they're dangerous.
Where do we pee then? You've not got public toilets in this city. It's very confusing.
Yes, they do.
Labour Council.
Yeah, a Labour Council closed all.
They have one public toilet.
Yeah,
they closed them down because of all the cottaging.
Yeah. Well, there is one public toilet, but it's Thatcher's grave, unfortunately. So you have to go visit it.
But this one really mean, like, Ruth Thatcher that everybody hated.
Yeah. He's a real asshole.
Yeah.
For some reason, they got the grave of one of the Keir Starmers.
Yeah. For some reason, they were originally from here. They got buried in their homeland. So...
Yeah, they did like that Alex Salmon that he died in Macedonia. You know, sometimes
sometimes you visit abroad as a dignitary and you have a catastrophic heart attack, which is what I assume he died of.
So many of them are a lot of those people, the SMP fans, are mad at me from my last video.
No.
Yes.
Listen, I think you're hot shit because you're Scottish. You tried Chivapi once and it's too much for your heart, you know?
Yeah. It's nice when someone who's a horrible, alleged sex criminal.
He's dead, you can
You can say what you like.
Yeah, like, I don't give a shit.
I mean, I think his family are a bit litigious.
Oh.
Well,
I do have a cloud of daggers, so I could walk into the alleyway and just see if someone starts bleeding.
Okay, the guard has left.
Just keep firing until you hit something, even if it is invisible.
That's very similar to what I was going to do, which was just going to be start a fire.
Fire.
I thought I was going to give my stupid plan, you gave a smart plan, but no.
No. I was like, all right, fuck it. I was going to drink a potion of invisibility so they don't know where I am, and then I was going to throw a bunch of oil and fire in there and just burn it down. It's like, fuck you guys.
What material is the door made of anyway? Could we knock down the door?
That doesn't arcane
I'm more
lock,
worried
like,
about it. Yeah.
There is
magically reinforce the door.
Yeah, there is a spell called knock that would effectively open the lock.
Yeah, does anyone know knock?
So what are we doing? You are loitering in the docks at night.
I mean, if anyone's got any...
I mean, which worse could it fucking get?
If anyone's got any zone of effect spells and wants to just fuck up, do that, and then I'm going to start a fire. I'm just going to start burning stuff down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk in with my cloud of daggers. Let's fucking do it. Like, who cares? I'm already... Bob's agitated because Angraf got hurt.
Oh.
See how it goes.
I'm drinking a potion of invisibility, so I'm going invisible.
Okay.
Does anyone else want one?
Okay, I
if
love
anyone
how...
needs me, I'll be invisible.
I'll be in the angry dome and invisible at the same time.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't even need to be in the alleyway to cast Cloud of Daggers.
No, of course you don't.
I can cast it inside the alleyway.
Why
so I'm just going to cast a Cloud of Daggers in the alleyway.
I have no clue why you would assume you needed to be in the alleyway to cast it. Okay.
I don't know.
You cast Cloud of Daggers. The little daggers appear. They're spinning around. There is nothing happening.
Yeah, I don't know why would the guy have like hung around?
Yeah,
I
like
don't know, it's looking at the door.
Okay.
He might be on a roof.
And who's to say it's
like
one guy?
Spider-Man, he's on the wall.
Casting Cloud of Daggers, trying to burn down the alleyway, just out of sheer like.
I mean, I'm annoyed.
I've seen in Spider-Man 1 where he's on the ceiling and he's got that little cut and Norman Osborn's walking underneath him and it drops. Yeah, that's what I was picturing.
As far as you can tell, there is no effect with the Cloud of Daggers.
Alright, I'm starting a fire.
How are you starting the fire? What scale of fire are we talking about? Are you dumping in a bunch of pitch and oil and just lighting the fucker up?
Yep.
And because it's a dock, you can find pitch and fish grease and
Oh,
shit
I
like
have.
that. And, you know,
I have it.
Can I like make myself scarce and just?
Yeah, you can leave. If it's shit hit the
I'm
bricks.
going to bed.
Yeah.
I'm invisible, by the way. I'm taking a potion of invisibility.
Yeah, I don't really want to be around when someone goes, "Oh, all I saw was a fucking paladin that'd just been stabbed, hanging around when that fire started."
Yeah.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, and I've got a tinderbox for starting fires.
Okay, so what exactly is going into the fire? I just need to understand that before I can decide how badly you fucked it. Or not.
I'm just trying to burn that door down. I'm just putting a bunch of stuff at the door.
Okay.
A bunch of like oil and stuff, and then again, I'm invisible. And then I'm just gonna start the fire.
Yeah, I'm invisible. Nothing bad can happen.
Nothing bad can happen. Nothing bad can happen.
Can happen. Yeah, I get it. I do know. I am very familiar with the doctrine. Okay, so you have lit up this big oil and pitch fire in the alleyway.
At the base of the door.
At the base of the door. And really quickly, it starts catching onto the surrounding buildings and also onto the building. A big fire is beginning to spread in the docks, like a catastrophic fire.
What my thinking is here as well is that if stuff starts getting burnt down, then people are gonna be able to access stuff that's hidden in this dock. So
they might come out and deal with that. Who knows?
Bob's going to go to Elfin and say, should we see if there's a back door?
Surely that is the back door.
It's probably a bit late now because the building is very much on fire.
How much will create what to do?
It's a pitch and oil fire. It's not going to do anything good.
I do not create.
It will, if anything, aggravate the fire. So you may wish not to.
Unless that is the plan.
Well, Elfin Safety might have that name, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they'll have seen all those all those ads from the fucking fire brigade from in the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah, you have to smother the fire. You have to smother it. You can't keep.
Does anyone have a damp cloth?
The biggest damp cloth. Okay, so you I assume the party makes themselves scarce and returns to the Guild Tavern, the Goat and Goliath.
No, I'm keeping an eye out.
Okay, you're invested. Okay, what is? Okay, Angrith,
I'm invisible.
You're back to the Goat and Goliath.
I am on a collision course with bed right now.
Yeah, you're heading to the Goat and Goliath because you died and you're allowed to sleep it off.
I put my Jennifer Little Chef disguise on and I'm walking back home.
Okay, Elfin, are you going home?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, because you left when the fire was just started, you managed to get back to where you're going relatively easily. At a certain point, you turn back and you can see the billowing smoke coming from the docks. As Angrith is just sitting there, standing there, smiling, invisible, watching this fire take up the whole docks. It's spreading onto ships. It's a catastrophic fire.
I mean, if there's one thing that we've learned about Art, is that if someone comes after his friends, he will overreact.
Like, this is a fire that would be recognized in archaeological records, such as the scale of it. There's going to be a layer of ash.
This is the second history-defining event we've done so far as a party, I think.
You stabbed my friend. I'm going to go do crimes against humanity.
Yeah. Like, you can hear sailors screaming. You can hear like the city watch and actually the actual guard show up, and they're trying to put out the fire by like creating water, but it's making it worse because they don't understand it's a pitch and oil fire, and so there's like fires spreading. We need to summon a giant damp cloth, and then some more city watch show up and create a giant damp cloth and manage to smother some of it.
So cast summon giant damp cloth.
Like really practical.
I cast summon giant
quickly get the health and safety wizards in. We need their folk magic. This is like a catastrophic event. I shouldn't be laughing this much. The sort of like makeshift bar you were drinking at earlier catches fire, and because of the booze, explodes, spreading more fire across the docks. Like, you have single-handedly probably destroyed an entire district of one of the wealthiest cities on the face of the planet.
That's right.
That's Praxis.
Right. And did the warehouse burn down?
The warehouse has burned down. It is ash.
Good.
Everything is in the immediate area of where you started the fire. It is just like the burned out husks of buildings. It's mostly ash now.
Art stayed back to salt the earth.
Yeah.
I'm imagining Helgata just walking up to you afterwards and being like,
"Oh, I missed the party. I missed the party. What's going on? It smells like home here."
Can I like stealth into the ruins and do an investigation check to see if anything remains?
Absolutely, you can, because you're still invisible at this point. I'm gonna give you
100%.
the ember's still underneath your feet. They're still red.
Yeah. Like it's. This is a victory lap for us having okay, so destroyed entire dock district, okay.
With an advantage, that's 28 stealth check.
Yeah.
And an investigation, that's another nat 20, so that is...
Yeah, miraculously, hidden under the ash.
Everything's coming up, Art.
Yeah, at this point...
Nothing bad can happen!
Nothing bad can happen. Hold on. Okay, you find a series of import records, pristine among the fire, almost as if they were protected by magic, that show really detailed records of trades from upriver, with two particular figures. One is a Lucullus Rufus, who is the legate that you have been contracted by the Bastard Prince to kill, and with an entity called Antoninus's Timber and Things. And the thing that Art quickly discerns from this is it does appear that there is, one, an illegal slave trade going on, and two, your Tranquillus person is definitely doing dodgy deals with the sovereignty.
Art finds a cigar that's been in the ruins that is only lit at the edge, picks up, takes a massive drag and goes, I love it when a plan comes together and makes its way back to the court.
To the rest of the world, it's fucking a cigar that has floated and just smoked itself. Is what that looks like to the rest of the fucking world.
So does that mean when you drink a potion of invincibility that it makes your clothes invisible also?
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
So if you had picked up the cigar first, potion,
then it would be
cigar.
invisible. Yes, that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I.
A bard has been secretly watching all these events and is writing down the most fucking whack song ever. They're like, oh my god, this is gonna be incredible.
People are gonna fucking love this shit. Like,
I go back to the
Goat and Goliath. The Goat and Goliath Inn.
And what time is this now? Is this like dawn?
It is now like
time to flee.
It's like 4 or 5 a.m. You know, we're getting to like almost sunrisey kind of hours.
Okay, I get in.
Because of the fire, it's actually light.
Yeah, it's so the fire was the remaining like parts of the fire are so bright you can't see the stars. Like you've caused light pollution so severe.
By the way, you're gonna want to like wash or something because you're gonna stink of smoke.
Yeah,
oh, trust me,
fish,
I was next.
That's what the cigar's for.
I was next. Yeah, exactly.
He's
I was next to
sprayed by a skunk on the way home.
I was next to the art school, Glasgow Art School fire, both times, right next to it. Trust me when I tell you that everything smells of smoke for weeks. There it is. Yeah. Nobody doesn't smell of smoke. My flat smelled of smoke for like 3 months after that.
Jesus.
I'm glad I
Art's smoke smell is not going to be not going to be distinct
suspicious
to literally anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And especially not a fire this big. I'm glad I didn't live
Bob,
near...
I think, is just long rested in like a chair by the door just to wait and see if he makes it back.
Yeah.
In one
yeah,
piece.
where's everyone? Is everyone resting in their rooms in the guild establishment except for Bob?
I am in bed as fuck.
Yeah. I assume Elfin is also in bed as fuck. Yeah, Bob, you see Art stumble in, and there is...
I make the little Max startup noise, the boom.
Yeah.
As he walks in.
I slap down the records. I'm like, done it.
You see that it's the morning shift for the Copper Dragonborn who shows up to start his bartending shift. Who you remember?
How did you get in?
I am very sneaky. I'm subtle. I'm good at my job.
The fire is still raging in some parts of the docks.
Patrick, we saved the city.
Bob looks out the window, sees the fire going,
you
looks
see
back on.
an orange glow across the city.
And she looks out.
Still smoking a cigar.
Complete silence. She looks out the window, hears a single scream.
Oh, no, it burns! I didn't realise burning would hurt this bad, but it really does. And all we have to put it out is more pitch.
And she goes,
I'm learning a lot about grease fires tonight.
Yeah.
This is the benefit of this game, is that it is educational as well.
Yeah. Can you tell I have a certificate in food hygiene and safety?
She looks at Art and she goes, well, I hope they summoned a giant damp cloth.
For what? And Art makes heavy eye contact. For what?
Look at it
straight to camera.
Yeah. Art looks at the camera like, what, me? Did I do that? Yeah.
Great fire can happen.
Oh, we're doing fucking Urkel's back now with his cigar.
Yeah. Okay, so the perpetual soup is on. There are also an array of breakfast sandwiches available.
It can't be that bad then.
Yeah.
Like you keep saying it's like a catastrophic fire. If the perpetual soup's still going,
how bad could it be?
The tariffs have made it very hard to do shipping anyway. Really, this is just the literal equivalent of what was economically already happening.
Yeah.
But natural disasters happen, and nobody knows why.
Yeah.
Well, that would
yeah. We did talk to that community protection officer.
Yeah.
He knows we were at the scene.
So
he might have died in the fire, Catberry says.
One can hope.
But also, like, what's the connection between someone getting stabbed in an alley and a fire?
I'm just saying last time I thought we had all figured out, and then back home when the Kusama thing happened, we all suddenly got our identities figured out within like 5 minutes.
Well, in that case, there was a corpse that was asked who killed them, and basically what they said when they last thing they heard was.
Yeah, no, that's...
And that identified you specifically.
What happened this time
First
is...
assassination carried out by Team Normal.
Yeah.
What happened this time is you all left, I went invisible, and then a few minutes later a catastrophic fire started.
And again, in the distance you hear, "Oh my god, my hair! I've gone bald because of the fire!
My pink bob!
I can't believe I have to be a centrist now. My wife's gonna leave me.
It'll ruin my chef's outfit!
My name is Liam Dunt.
I can't believe I can't tell the difference between the sovereignty and the people they oppress.
But nobody calls me Liam Dunt. It's something else.
I think as soon as Angrath is up, I show him the slavery stuff and all the connections there.
At this point, after a while, I assume you have like a refreshing beverage and a bit of food. And
brief.
And then Angrath and Elfin come down and see Art just looking really pleased with himself.
As cigar's still in his mouth.
As, by the way, the fire is still going, and you can still hear like screams.
With the smoky cat next to us.
Yeah, and you can hear the bells. The city bells are ringing, ding 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 ding, because the city is in full panic mode because a giant fucking fire has occurred.
Art's writing a book called "If I Burned It."
Yeah. If I burned it, here's how I would have done it. I would have gone invisible and smoked a cigar. Oh no.
Hath I done it? Scroll by Art.
Yeah. Next campaign, that's going to be an Easter egg.
So it looks like there's still slavery. There's a bunch of slavery going on, which is the thing you don't like specifically, right? Mm-hmm. Not that I like it. No, I'm not saying I like slavery, but like it's your whole deal is not like
reaching across the aisle, are you?
Yeah. Well, I can't believe we've got a Tory wig in the chat.
So what do we do now?
That's definitely proof.
That is proof.
I mean, the bells. Are we?
I'm
do
not
we, do we help?
Can you?
We
Do you have anything that can help?
Just gonna.
I guess we could go out and we could join. I guess help some folk evacuate.
Because, I mean, when are we supposed to report back to this merchant guy?
Well, it's not the merchant guy. It's the person who was the court official who hired you.
Yeah.
Who will be waiting for you at some point today in the Horse and Hippogriff.
Yeah. Maybe if we help people, it'll seem less suspicious.
A lot of horse-based.
Why would it be suspicious?
A lot of horse-based in names. I'm realizing in this campaign.
Very popular.
I mean, we could go down by the Horse and Hippogriff, and if there's anything that needs help in there, we could help out until he turns up.
You will notice that you will remember the Horse and Hippogriff is on the other side of the town, basically, from where the fire is, because it's a rich people hangout. So.
Yeah, they built their houses away from the fire.
Yeah, that's really smart. Yeah, kinda. They
simply would have walked away from the fire.
Turns out they didn't build their houses in the most flammable district in the history of the world.
And that's why people hate that Thatcher.
District.
Yeah.
He's speaking like Jacob Rees-Mogg after fucking Grenfell.
Yeah, oh my god.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Forgot about that.
This might be hands down the most evil thing the party's done.
The party?
I mean...
The party?
Like, look...
Let me stop you right there.
Don't put this on us!
I was in bed when this happened.
No, you were on your way to bed.
Barb is loyal enough to cover up for Art's crimes, but she would not have done this by herself.
I mean, Elfin's the only one I truly...
I may have been complicit, but I'm not responsible.
Exactly.
It's the I understand but I don't condone line coming out all over again. Okay.
Look, I'm just a loyal friend, and I if that makes me evil, If it makes me cruel to be just a loyal friend, then call me cruel.
I think you're chaotic neutral. I think that's what's happening.
Is it a crime to deal with the male loneliness epidemic? I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it a crime to burn down the shipping district?
These days, men aren't allowed to stand up for their male best friends because of woke.
Okay, I'm cutting this off now. I'm cutting this off. We need to move on. We need to move swiftly on from this.
Art joining Fresh and Fit. No, let's go help these people.
Yeah, okay. So what is the plan? You can still hear some distant screams from the fires.
I guess we can go down and see if we can help.
Yeah, let's run towards those screams.
Yeah.
I look forward to like the newspaper equivalent or whatever headline.
The news.
Yeah, the newsreader after he finds out that Art is somehow finds out Art is responsible.
Citizens, the male loneliness epidemic has been addressed by a catastrophic fire in the docks district.
This does sound very, very like a Roman sort of things. It's like the Augustus Caesar was writing about how men can't be men anymore. It's like, well,
also,
I don't think slaughtering half the world is going to help.
Also, a weird thing for that guy specifically to write. But anyway, anyway, I'm not going to get into my feelings about Octavian. Is the party heading down to the docks district to see the aftermath of Art's handiwork?
To the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
Somewhere we've never been. We have never been.
Yeah, you arrive to the docks district. It is ashen ruins everywhere. There are guards who are casting basic healing spells on people with severe burns. There are the burned out husks of ships. Do you remember that treasure ship that you raided before? There are ships that aren't like quite that big, but that are pretty big, that have been at least partially burned by Art's fire. You can see like just scorched road. You can smell burning flesh and hair. You can still hear fires raging on the far end of the docks.
Shall we go up to a guard and ask if there's anything we can do? I suggest I don't lead the charge on this. I think once Barb's back, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barb's the number one.
Yeah. Good God. But yeah, Anger, if you are particularly astonished by the level of devastation that Art has caused.
I think Barb will be genuinely shocked as well.
It will take years to rebuild levels of damage that have been
Let's
done.
pick the level of devastation that Art caused for Angrith, so we're all in this together.
The property damage is one thing, but Barb does not like civilians getting hurt. She's going to start healing the people on the road.
Yeah. The guards do nothing to stop you from healing people. They welcome basically any help you can.
I guess I'll go and try and give someone a medicine check with my -1 medicine.
Okay, go for it. You see this.
You accidentally kill them by checking on them.
You see this woman who's like got really what you can sort of reason are very severe burns on her face and body.
Yeah, like I rolled an 11.
What kind of monster would do this, young man? Kind of monster?
Yeah, you have surmised that she has burns on her body, and have applied some cold water to them, which has caused more discomfort, if anything.
How many hit points could I heal this woman by to sort of get her on the right way?
9 would be enough to sort of, because she's just a regular person, right? So like,
I use lay on hands for 9 hit points on the lady.
You see the burns kind of heal, and there are some faint scarring from the fire. She's like, "God's bless you." So it takes your hand and shakes it. "God's bless you."
Right, I'm going to go up to the guard, and I'm going to just, hello, I'm a healer, this is horrible. Where can I go to reach the most people in I've got a 60-foot radius. I want to cast mass healing word as many times as I can.
Immediate area that would need help is just by where the fire is raging, because it just sort of progressed through the entire dock district before we could even get it under proper control. You have no idea how a pitch and oil fire could possibly have started in that alleyway.
Can I do an insight check, but while sort of asking? Oh, so you have no idea this?
Yeah, roll an insight check.
That is a dirty 20.
It's like as far as you can. He just kind of, you get the sense, but he doesn't have any idea. But he says, Well, like, it just seems like a really strange accident has happened. You know, presumably some drunk idiot tipped a barrel of pitch over and someone cast a fireball or something by accident on a dare. It seems like an accident to us.
Yeah, a lot of these things come from like people cooking wrong. It's horrible. But you never think that's going to happen to you.
YouTubers.
Yeah.
YouTubers.
You won't believe what happened next.
For the record, I did not burn down that endangered bird habitat for that video. That fire was CGI and it was not real before, because people did think the fire was real. So just to be very
this is a site of special scientific interest.
Yeah. No, they very specifically told me not to light a fire there during a drought, which made a lot of sense. So we did the CGI.
Yeah, I want to cast Mass Healing Word, where it's most useful.
Yeah, you figure that out, and you do cast Mass Healing Word, and a lot of people come over and they thank you for the help. And it is a scene.
Whatever is the most efficient way to disperse the remaining 26 lay on hands hit points I have.
There are some really critically injured people being kept in sort of like a makeshift tent they've put up to sort of protect them from the elements, and you go in there and you can heal a bunch of people to at least stabilize them.
I can heal some people as well.
Yeah.
It annoys the fuck out of me that I have to click down every single individual hit point on D&D Beyond to get rid of those. Okay,
so
you could also, if you don't want to, I could just spam Mass Healing Word, because I got 3 level 3 spell slots and 1 level 4.
The situation does seem to be at least somewhat under control after a bit of healing and taking care of people that you do. The fire seems to be out. It is now the recovery will begin. Now the recovery period will begin. And the
property damage, I don't care so much about that. It's just the people. Well, you know, these docs, we're holding some evil stuff. There was a guy who did some stabbing, you know.
Some people will never recover.
Well, we go to the horse and hippogriff?
Yeah, just go get a pint. It's all blown over. Go get a pint.
Yeah.
In Shaun of the
Dead all
approach.
this to blow over.
Yeah. Yeah, as you're walking, are you going to the horse and hippogriff, everyone? Yeah, as you're going, there's the smell of ash lingers, the burning scent. It's completely consumed the city. And you can still hear the bells ringing because they're trying to get more and more people in to help. And the streets are pretty empty at this point because there has been a massive fucking fire. This was not what I thought would happen, by the way. I want everyone to know this is not what I thought would happen. And I kind of feel stupid that I didn't think this would happen.
We could blame this on the sovereignty, and then they wouldn't betray them.
I mean, I feel like
that's your best.
That was. I just assume that's what
they'll do.
That's what Art was going to do. Oh, there was a guy, he stabbed my friend, and then there was a big fire. It was probably him.
Yeah.
I mean, we've just got a bunch of evidence of slavery and collusion between something going on at the specific place where a fire started. So.
It's true. It does look very suspicious.
It does look very suspicious, and we did a good deed today.
We did.
Is Art just completely like?
He's dissociated
with himself.
He's detached from the reality.
This is levels of cope you need when you have PTSD from your own actions.
Yeah. Like
I mean. Like stuff. Art. The whole thing about Art is that everyone he ever loved died, so he's just fiercely protective of anyone he knows, and does not extend that to the people he does.
Yeah, my original assumption was that Barb would be at the back, and this was originally designed to kill Barb, not Angriff. So I kind of rolled very well, and I feel like if I'd killed Barb, Art would have done an even worse thing than burning the entire thing down. So I feel like we got
burning half the city down.
Yeah, like he would have. He would have gone into.
I wouldn't have even looked for anything. It just would have been like, okay, let's burn this whole place to the ground.
Well, at least Angriff knows what his funeral
in that
pyre
case,
will be
things
like.
did go better than it could have done.
Yeah, technically speaking, that's not the worst it could have gone.
It's true.
All right. Okay.
Angriff does he feel a little bit loved? Does he feel a little bit loved in this violence?
Loved.
What is the party?
You are joking,
about?
right?
What is the party talking about as they're sort of making their way To the horse of the hippogriff.
How are we feeling, Art? Did you get that out of your system?
I mean, hey, and Art like puts an arm around Angus like, I don't let anyone mess with my friends. Like right up in his face. I don't let anyone. I've got you. You know that, right? And it's like, just know I've got your back.
I'm nervous.
Nothing bad can happen. Nothing bad can happen.
I'm still a little bit freaked out about what that guy even was.
Probably dead now.
Yeah.
What if he comes back?
Then you'll burn another part.
Well,
of the
there's
city
always
down.
fire.
There's always fire.
We will not stop burning down the city until our demands are met.
I mean, it's not not unheard of as a tactic.
It's not a new strategy. We're doing a siege from the inside.
What happens if the court guy asks about the fire? Should we tell him that we got into a fight with someone who was stabbing people from the darkness and might be like a silent assassin, and in that fight, the fire, like they threw a fireball?
I think what we do, we report that there was a sovereignty spy there that killed our friend, and the fire started from that area, and that's also where the letter happened.
Yeah,
we don't know anything about the fire.
It was always burning.
It was on fire when we got there, and that's actually how we got in.
Now that's good. Although we do have that community protection officer did see us when it wasn't on fire.
Well, who does that person know? That person doesn't know fucking shit.
Maybe he does know, and we don't know. We're not from here.
Well, who gives a shit? Like, as long as it lasts a day, we can get in and out, get our 100,000, and then fuck off.
We can't get sloppy.
Oh no, it's not.
Elfin, come up with a plan.
Everything hinges on you now.
Oh, hold on, my stream is fucking itself.
She has no plan. We're doomed.
Don't do that.
Yeah, the stream.
Don't fight yourself.
Yeah.
Not on stream.
No.
Well, my understanding is you can get away with all sorts on Twitch now. Or
yeah,
on YouTube.
We're on YouTube, so no, I definitely can't. But I just need to fiddle with the settings real quick. Make it work. Or not. It might be completely...
Should we call a few minute break?
Yeah, that might work really well if I could actually...
Should we have a little break while doing that?
Yeah, go for it. I will try and fix some stuff in the background.
Okay.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties break.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Tech break.
we're back, and the technical difficulties appear to be sorted, so that's nice. So, you are making your way to the Horse and Hippogriff, and you're getting your story straight because you have committed probably one of the largest crimes you've ever done as a party.
Yeah, we have committed.
You, as a party, as a group, have done a massive crime.
I don't
All
remember
we've done is
helping out.
alleviate the problems. We've all helped.
If any-
I mean, we were all involved somehow.
Be enabled
in
to some extent.
the very Four Lionsy way. I mean, really, Angrith killed all those people. You know, if you think...
Yeah, well, he was there.
By
while
being
dead,
killed.
this man killed untold thousands.
Yeah, your death will ring through the ages. Quite possibly.
Maybe people didn't die. Maybe just buildings were harmed. I don't know. Maybe it's the Avatar universe where people just injured.
Maybe the
Maybe it was
buildings.
supposed flag.
Maybe the buildings were screaming. Have we considered?
Hey.
All the people who died were paid actors.
No, we can't. Do
What we
this.
don't know can't hurt our conscience.
I kind of a little bit.
I mean,
Yeah.
Not mine.
You did see the injured and the devastation and all of that stuff, but anyway,
I will say though, Art, I am a little bit concerned because you know,
Worried
what
about you.
What if your signs didn't survive the fire?
They were well away.
They were in a river.
Yeah, they're miles away from the fire. I wouldn't worry.
What if only 3 of them survived and then accidentally people
Do we have to
walked
go
in?
buy a sign and go by the river? No, we'll do the Horse and Hippogriff.
Yeah, yeah. No more signs. I'm vetoing signs now.
And no more horsing around, except
Yeah.
for the inns.
Yeah, every inn now will have to have a dragonborn bartender and also have a horse in the name. Okay, so you arrive at the Horse and Hippogriff, which you will remember is a kind of a rich boy pub, and it is completely deserted apart from the red dragonborn bartender kind of looking really bored and this kind of middle-aged dwarf sitting at one of the tables nursing a beverage as he spots
A
you.
middle-aged dwarf. Doesn't that mean they're like 300 years old?
Like 150, 200, something
Alright.
like that.
Is he bored?
Is that
He
the
is-
one that
That's the
is
one.
he your contact?
He's your guy.
Yeah.
He's your guy. He's the one who approached you.
I think just walk up and slap down the file in front of him.
He doesn't say anything. He just picks it up and starts reading. He's like, "This is good. This is good work." I have to ask.
Well done, 47.
I have to ask.
Yeah, it was efficient.
The
In and out.
Clean
Nothing.
hands.
Nobody got a whiff. There was a small altercation where someone stabbed. Well, we don't know who it was. Some like
They
emerged
claim to
from
be
the
from
shadows.
the sovereignty.
Yeah, killed Angrith, basically.
wait. But did you? So you
He's better now.
resurrected him then?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
It's good to know. I just
Simply resurrect someone, you know.
yeah.
yeah. Not our first rodeo. And what was it? What was it that they whispered? Did you get any sort of genius, Angrith, or anything?
What did you say? Sorry.
Any like? Did you get a figure of like who it might have been, a man or a woman or
Man.
Do I-
species?
It was a man.
A masculine voice.
You tell him
That's all I
exactly.
know.
You tell him exactly what you said in case it helps. Maybe he knows like a code word or something.
Hmm.
I think the
what was
mission.
What was it again?
Glory to the sovereignty.
Glory to the sovereignty. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the issue is that they were silent and extremely deadly, and that might be worth. So it might be worth spreading this information beyond just you, because there's a chance that,
Oh, he's still out
Followed,
there. Probably.
murdered. Yeah.
I understand completely. So the fire, nothing to do with you?
When
No
when
idea.
we left, it was there was no fire.
He's
Yeah,
gonna-
when
he's
I
gonna-
left, there was no fire.
I didn't see a fire.
Not technically lying.
Yeah, I'm wondering how to tackle this. Noticing
Can I persuade? Because I've got the diadem, I've got good persuasion, and also I'm telling the truth.
Yeah,
And you would, and like presumably, Angrith as a paladin would be
yeah.
like not for lying.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he's you don't have to roll persuasion. He's like, okay, that's all I really needed to hear. Now, there is the matter of reward. Unfortunately, I realized that the reward I offered was not, of a substantial financial nature. And I did have a plan to offer you a financial reward that would involve a share of the dock's profits for the next year, because we were going to confiscate all of Tranquillus's property. Obviously, that can't happen now because the share of the profits would in fact be a cost to you.
I shoot. Look.
But you did promise.
I didn't promise
So
money. I promised you information.
Yes, that
but
means
I
that
would,
you're just gonna.
But I thought I thought it was cheap of me not to offer something.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the thing I was going to offer you is, well, you've seen the fires, presumably.
We were helping this morning.
Yeah, we were just there healing people.
Yeah. You get the sense he knows. You don't know how he knows, but you get the sense he knows. In that case, I will need a bit of time to put together an appropriate financial reward, given the unforeseeable events of the last night. So I would ask that you give me a year to put together an equivalent financial reward for you, because it will take time to produce the sum of money for the great service you've done. But also, I did promise you information on where you might find the Champion of Tempus.
Art takes out like a little diary and just flicks to a year and puts reward time and a bunch of arrows.
The equivalent in this world of September 12th next year. Yeah. And I'm not even kidding. I keep track of the date, and it was the equivalent of September 11th when he did that. Just to sort of, I'm gonna. So on my screen it literally says time of year September 11th on my notes. So
I did 9/11.
So I feel like you've technically done 9/11, and I feel it's important that you know that that's the case.
I think someone hijacked an infernal plane.
Yeah.
And they're about to wait a year to give a reward to the perpetrators
of 9/11.
Yeah. Grease fuel melts wood beams.
Yeah.
Ours is in a house in Pakistan watching Tom and Jerry waiting for his reward.
Oh god, I can't wait to hear about Art's anime collection. But yeah, happy September 12th.
Oh my god,
compromised to a permanent end.
Yeah. I couldn't believe I didn't mention it. It was 9/11 on the
oh my god.
Fire.
Sometimes things just work out. AI could never.
No, AI could never have done this.
You love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah. I genuinely didn't think you would burn down the entire docks district. That's why I felt like it was safe to make the date September 11th, and then you do a terror attack.
Really, you did that.
Yeah, equivalent of September 12th.
It wasn't a terror attack because the intent wasn't to harm civilians. It's just that was an unintentional side effect.
That's true. And
yeah, it was like if Al Qaeda was motivated because one guy in the Twin Towers was
really bad.
No. I hate this guy specifically. He's on the 91st floor.
Yeah. Oh, I have a fun fact about my uncle, but I don't think I should say it on stream.
He was involved.
He was not involved, no, but he went to a certain flight school. Because he went to the University of Miami for his aviation degree. So anyway, yeah, he continues. But the information I have is that the Champion of Tempus and his army is to the west of the Lake of the Labyrinth. He's in the hills and forests to its west. Failing that, if that information isn't quite up to date, I do know someone. Let me just get the right information. Me IRL, because I have very disorganized notes that I cannot follow because I write like a dickhead. So we got the timber. That's good. Yes, so in the city upriver, the major city upriver, Ebero, there is a woman named Verica who will be able to point you to his more current location, but Lake of the Labyrinth to the west of it is where you want to go. And Angrith, you know where that is because it's in your home country.
Okay.
And it is a big boy lake with a big fucking island in the middle. Might have a labyrinth on it, who knows? We'll find out in a few months, I guess. Does a Minotaur live there? No one can say.
I guess we'll Angrith, do you want to ask anything about this guy that's mentioned in these documents?
I ask about the guy.
Which guy? Which one? The
Tranquillus or the legate?
Antoninus's timber and things, which or obviously not Antoninus. You want to learn about Lucullus Rufus? What do you want to?
Yes.
What do you want to know about him? He's a legate in the.
What's it like? What color are his eyes?
I wouldn't know. I've never seen him. But he's a legate in the Sovereignty's army that's operating in the province up north. Pretty important guy, as far as I can tell. Very good spellcaster. Kind of your standard Sovereignty legate. Political animal, loves doing deals.
So
Why would he want to
likes fucking doing deals?
Why would he want to make like a slave arrangement with a place where slavery isn't done? Is this a plan to
annex.
Incorporate you guys?
Probably to annex, yeah. Preparing the economy for a transition to a slave economy, I'd imagine.
Transition to a slave economy, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Right
Not the kind of transition that we like over here.
Yeah, even I'm against that.
Yeah, even you.
Oh, that's a bit much even for me.
Yeah, whoa.
What would a timber and things guy want to do with this?
Well, what do you think and things is?
Use slave labor.
Oh, the things.
Yeah, and what do you
miscellaneous.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's not much timber left.
That's
I guess though
that's in poor taste. That's in poor taste, I think.
Yeah, Barb, come on.
So I'm made of timber. I'm allowed to say I'm made of timber.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just recognised that there's a big business opportunity.
Yeah, so now Antoninus timber and things is going to make fat stacks, not from slaves, but from timber. So he's the real winner, Antoninus, whoever he is, he's won.
Okay, we eliminated the economic compulsion for slavery by just creating lots of timber demand.
I mean, really, the long-term effect of this is going to be really good for the city.
Yeah, the economy is actually going to grow massively because of this. And if you don't think the economy's growing...
Ra's al Ghul Batman movie.
The line is going to go so up, so far up.
Yeah,
so
if you don't think the economy's growing, I've got a graph that says it is, so sucks to be you.
It's about how it's good to break windows.
Yeah, a guy standing in the middle of the burnout ruins of the docks. So this is the worst that's ever happened. A fucking guy on Twitter yelling back, "You don't know how good you've got it, Graph."
Yeah, actually, I think you'll find that food demand went up. That's why food costs so much money. Which an interesting idea, certainly.
For the average person, which includes those not in the docklands, most people have not experienced fire, so really, this is a minor incident.
And now they won't experience slavery, which is good.
That is, yeah, but also, like, the entire economy of this, well, like, a significant portion of the economy of this city has just been destroyed. So,
but it was a rich city.
Yeah, I guess.
A statistically rich city.
Yeah. Who knows how this will play out? No one can say.
They're going to be comparing this place to Slovenia soon. It's going to be...
We're trying to bring about devolution.
Oh, no. Okay, so having burned down half the city, well, not half the city, but a significant portion of the city, you've given he's given you the information. He gives you basically where you can find him to collect your reward in a year on September 12th.
And what's going to happen to Tranquillus?
Well, presumably, we'll exile him to some far part of the kingdom where he can't do it. Well, Grand Duchy where he can't do any harm, and we'll confiscate all his property. Couple of decades of exile, and they'll be fine. You can come back. By then, the sovereignty might have collapsed.
The timber industry.
Yeah, the timber industry is going to be doing great.
Well,
we're going to send him out towards the Nihai and let him cause trouble there.
With the legate, is this going to cause problems with the relations between you and your neighbor?
They're just going to, well, it's going to make trade harder, but I think they'll probably be embarrassed enough to leave our territory. Either that or the fire's going to completely fuck us.
Leaving out of social embarrassment.
Yeah, that was, if you recall, the original plan was to make them leave out of social embarrassment. That's the one thing people of the sovereignty can't stand, social embarrassment.
I mean,
mood.
It's gonna, yeah.
So it's been a net good since we came here. Only the good things have come out of this.
Yeah, nothing bad can happen.
Yeah,
exactly. We should take a look at our hole again. I mean, the one in the river.
Well, the dwarf sort of stands up and goes, "Well, I'll leave you to that. Thank you."
We weren't gonna look at each other's assholes. There's a hole in a river.
Yes. I understand. We've all seen the signs. We've all seen the signs.
Exactly.
They're
Just
very
to
clear.
clarify.
They are very clear.
Yeah. We weren't gonna look at each other's assholes.
No, I understand that, but I have
Don't
to.
tell anyone.
Understood.
That's what we're gonna do.
He's just leaving.
The Dragon Ball bartender just crying. This is my life.
The Dragon Ball bartender's just like, what am I doing with my life?
We're Team Normal.
Why is this the only job that my people are allowed to do? Why is this what we were made to do? Who would construct such a world? Yeah, who would construct a world where specific groups of people are only allowed to do specific jobs? And why would it be this job? It's either this or
they can taste the notes in the beer more because they got the tongues, the forked tongues.
Yeah, more surface area. So better. Okay, so your dwarf contact has left, and you are now in the bar, which is completely empty because of the gigantic fire you've caused.
Should we dive into our hole?
I mean, we don't have to dive into it.
You've
we
got,
can just sort of
you've
go
got,
by.
you've got,
Got
a
a whole day.
you've got a day until the brats get picked up.
Oh.
Yeah. Will we just sort of sit by the hole?
Yeah, have some drinks.
Maybe we should go back. Maybe we should go back to help with the situation.
I mean, you guys can do that.
Situation.
I'll go to the hole.
We're already getting good at like euphemisms for what we've done.
Bob's gonna try and do some reparations if you go drink.
Bob didn't like that. I feel like the party needs to address what happened, but I can't afford like.
Gonna group therapy session in the labyrinth. It's gonna be.
Oh, in the labyrinth is gonna be. I've already designed the labyrinth. It's gonna suck if you do it there. Trust me. That's the last place you want to do it.
I mean, we can go get some cans, sit by the river, and chat it out.
That might actually be a good plan.
I don't know what.
I'm going to do some reparations. Bob's going to leave to help the people in the thing. She feels bad.
Okay.
I'm out. Seriously.
Yeah, I suppose I'm obligated to do that as well.
Angriff's like, I guess it is technically my job to heal the sick.
That was out of character.
Yeah, I know, but it was funny to imagine him being like, I guess I have to clean up Art's mess again.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Like a lethal Laurel and Hardy.
Obviously means it's time for the Art and Elfin drinking game where they do 3 truths and a lie.
I guess, okay, so...
I'm going to have a nap in the bar.
Okay, Elfin has a nap. Art is having a drink by the river, and you two have decided to go heal as best you can.
Yeah.
So it is now evening, and you've all done pretty much exhausted yourselves, or not, if you're having a nap with those activities. Where are you?
I'm just imagining Art like that fucking guy in his bin drinking cocktails.
Yeah, the bin and tonic guy. Yes, bin and tonic. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Oh, what a legend. That's such a great video as well.
It's my right as an Englishman to get in my own bin.
I feel like Art's rolling, rolling like the worst rolly cigarettes. You know when you get like people who smoke those cigarettes are like kind of flat because they're bad at rolling. Art's just rolling them and just sort of chain smoking.
I would never know anything about that. So, me, in case my parents are watching, I don't know anything about that.
I used to have a friend at uni a housemate, smoked rollies, but he never ever had any filters. It was the worst.
Oh my god!
No.
I was at uni. People tried to teach me how to roll like joints so many times, but they always tried to teach me after I'd smoked one.
Yeah.
And so I never learned.
No.
It's all right. That's a problem that's solvable with technology.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so where is the party meeting up in the evening? If you're meeting up in the evening, what's everyone's evening's plans?
The courthouse, international tribunal.
Yeah, I mean, as you're walking through the city, you do notice a wanted poster, with a suspiciously art-like vibe. It's not quite art.
I ring of disguise to like looking kind of different.
Yeah. Oddly, you ring of disguise yourself to look a bit more like the guy in the wanted poster.
Our ring of disguises into his own Wario.
Yeah.
Well, loader box.
Oh no. Yeah, the wanted poster has loader box on it. There you go. This guy clearly couldn't tell what art looked like.
So that's Scottish YouTuber.
Yeah. So, where's the party meeting up then? Are you meeting up at the Goat and Goliath, or?
It's on the whole, I thought.
I mean, like we've already done the whole, so I guess this is the evening. So I guess just that in our standard inn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do arrive in the inn.
When you say we've already done the whole,
Yeah.
We've already done the whole.
The whole that goes to
the whole old news.
The whole that goes to the sex dimension too. Like.
Yeah, we've done the sex hole. It's just
Yeah.
we'll go back tomorrow.
Yeah. And unless you all want to talk it out over the very luxurious dinner offered by this establishment and the ales, you can skip to tomorrow if you want, or if anyone wants to confront Art about, because Angrif and Barb, it was still horrifying. They are still recovering, and you can still smell the burnt flesh and hair. There were people still recovering from the shock of the burns they suffered as a result of Art's actions.
Do we have any idea roughly how many people were killed?
Roll an intelligence check.
So you roll to kill people.
That is not good.
Because the population of the city is probably around 100-ish thousand, so...
roll a D100.
Can I do like a medicine check instead of intelligence?
You can kind of do that, yeah.
Yeah, you were there doing medicine.
Recall
16.
like how many people had fatal wounds and stuff.
16.
You would reckon between like the sailors, it was lucky it was at night. If it was during the day, it would have been like the tens. It would have been the tens of thousands who died.
Jesus.
In this case, it was only in the sort of like 6,000 to 7,000 range.
Jeez, dead.
And how many people were meant to live here?
There's about 100,000 in the core city, and then outside the core city, there's like another 200-ish thousand.
Okay, that warrants a discussion. I thought it was gonna be like low hundreds, maybe.
No, it's thousands of people who have died because remember, there's sleeping. It's a busy port city. There were tons of big trading ships from all over the world that had sleeping sailors in them who died in their sleep.
I guess it's better than feeling it. Jesus.
The gang goes to therapy.
Yeah, the gang is about to go. If you sat around the table, it is. By the way, the Goat and Goliath is completely dead because no adventurers want to be in this city at this point.
You don't have to. We can
do the things you do.
Yeah.
There's ways to sort out these issues without.
Oh, you don't have to feel guilty. You can do some. You do nice stuff for me all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
feel like it's my duty to help out.
Yeah, but we could think through sometimes before something that might have unintended consequences might happen.
Like disguising as a halfling.
I mean, that's whimsical. That's not.
That's whimsical.
Yeah.
When I do something
That's
stupid,
fun.
it hurts me, not other people. That's the
Or like
difference.
maybe
I wasn't
inconvenience
hurt.
us a bit, but like.
I think maybe we need to not set fires.
Catberry like shushes you. He's like, don't say it so loud.
Not use.
If we're gonna do a therapy session, surely maybe it would be a good idea to have a conversation.
Yeah,
I know there's like no one here, but
yeah, you should probably not do it in front of the bartender who has nothing better to do than to listen into your conversation.
I'll just put in the idea that maybe you need to talk to someone.
not us though. Have you considered working on yourself? Doing some self-growth?
Does therapists exist in this world? Because this is a big port city. There will be a therapist in the city.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess in theory something like that will exist. Yeah.
So you want me to talk to someone, not you?
Once a week for about an hour.
About what specifically?
Just why you like
mass murder is
like
not an
this.
appropriate response to your
It's
friend
not.
being killed, even if you are very distraught by it.
Andrew, please, it's manslaughter. Let's get this wording right.
I mean, I think it's only manslaughter if it's like totally accidental, but when you couldn't reasonably foresee someone dying, but setting a big fucking tar fire. Anyway,
also oil.
I'm assuming we're all doing this in such hushed voices that the bartender cannot hear.
The bartender
having a whisper argument.
You do see the bartender pouring himself a rather strong drink and just taking a big sip of it.
It's like we love you, Art, and I just want to make sure that you're okay.
And I sometimes you don't think things through, but it's good that like they work out in the end. But we can't guarantee that would happen every time. I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Next time I'll think harder.
Would you think about seeing the therapist guy?
I think therapy might make him worse.
Oh,
oh no, he's gonna become one of those guys.
Yeah.
You're actually reaching a boundary right now.
So I'm trying to make space for you, Art, in this conversation.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to hold power for my own actions at this moment.
Technically, Angriff would probably be a therapist in this context, but he knows art, so it can't work.
Oh, maybe.
And also,
when we
Angriff
find
doesn't want
that.
to talk to him.
Shall I get my fiance on the line? She doesn't know any of you. she works as an actual counsellor.
Oh, wow. What I will say, I'll say this to Angriff. You know, you're the champion of Tempus.
No, he's
I'm not the champ.
The champion is
the champion in the labyrinth. He'll be qualified to talk to Art about this.
Well,
maybe we can make this part of the quest.
He's not in the labyrinth. He's near the labyrinth.
But he'll still be able to help Art with his outfit.
Are you telling me we should go and find the leader of like a massive army in order to seek his therapy skills?
Yes.
But I mean, I'm still confused. Like, what
you know, you're confused. That's not the topic of the conversation right now.
Fuck's sake.
It's cool, lad. But I just think you should talk to Angriff's mate, and by his mate, I mean someone he's never met before, but happens to be in the same order.
Mates, except us.
Well, hopefully we'll make a new one.
That's why it's so important to protect him.
Yeah, 35,001 new friends.
Yeah, exactly. And we can protect all of them.
Maybe we should go 10 to 10 and ask any of them if they know how to counsel people.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Hey, we
Yeah,
we stopped some slavery today.
That's true.
Yeah, like Barb, you think it's a good idea because you will live forever. Like,
Exactly.
Of course, you think it's a fucking good idea.
I'm not saying there weren't mixed results. I'm saying that most of the outcomes long term will be good, but short term there was a lot of pain. I just think sometimes we don't want to hurt people in the short term. Sometimes we can help people in the long term and also not hurt them in the short term.
We can be more effective in our altruism.
Exactly. We can.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Are we going to fight a basilisk in this fucking labyrinth? What's going on?
Something bad's gonna happen, I can promise you that.
No, nothing bad's gonna
I feel
happen.
like Sarah's gonna punish me specifically for the things I've done in his fictional world.
But is that not like the role of DM summed up?
Yeah.
You know?
Literally, yeah.
So many NPCs died.
I mean, to be fair, I'm more upset.
Yeah, this TNT game is dedicated to the brave Mujahideen fighters.
Unfortunately, the problem is I now have to like analyze what would happen to a city after a dockfire like this and project what it would look like in a year. That's the annoying part of this, really.
Next 9/11.
Yeah, happy.
Yeah, just think about how the United States responded to 9/11 and how normal they were about that.
Extremely normally.
Yeah.
I mean, if they might go to war with the sovereignty.
I mean, like until they return the person who did this. Maybe.
I mean, if it's anything like the United States, they'll go to war with a country like 3 countries away from the sovereignty.
They'll somehow declare war on the knee-high. There's oil there. We need to go. They have fish oil. That's what caused the fire. Let's go.
No, they won't be going there for oil. They'll be going for timber.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
That's true.
The great forests of the knee-high. We need the forests, folks. Big, beautiful forests.
So many forests here.
Yeah. It's great wood. Hardwood.
They rake them in the knee-high. They keep telling me they rake the forest there. There's no fire.
Never even invented fire.
Bedtime and then whole time. That's my priority now.
What?
Well, what you do in the middle of the night is none of my business.
Okay.
I am made of wood. I do not have holes.
You have a
Well,
manhole.
that is emphatically not true.
That's true. I have like paws, I guess.
To
What
demonstrate.
does your voice come out of?
Like a grill? I don't know.
I mean, if anything, a grill is just a series of small holes.
Yeah, right.
No, I guess I do have a hole there because I put stuff down there before. So I definitely do have a hole.
I'm pretty sure
You just forgot.
we can look at the thumbnail and sort of decide.
I think I have a mouth hole. I've established that I can eat things. I just can't taste them very well.
Yeah. So, that being said, what are we up to, party, for the night? Does anyone have anything else they would like to add before we move on from this discussion?
I guess we just go to bed and Art will stand up and just be like, I appreciate you guys looking out for me and my mental health. And just so you know, I would burn the world for you. And then he leaves and goes to bed. Straight, he's learned nothing.
As far as Art's concerned, this went as well as it could have gone. That's the problem.
This went fucking perfectly. Like,
And
he's a
why
bit
are-
worried about the notion that the invisible guy might still be out there. But aside from that,
That's true. What if he comes back in our sleep?
Well, then you're dead. So
Yeah,
I guess you've got
true.
nothing to worry about.
Hey, maybe he was one of the
Many victims.
one of the victims.
Yeah. He's one of the many. Like, can you imagine being this sovereignty agent of the sovereignty, watching this, like, thinking that they've reacted to your presence by burning down the most, like valuable part of their city just because you stabbed the guy?
like,
And what you must
imagine
think
like
of the
being
country that does that.
being like a high-ranking agent and being like, we're like just getting out of this raging fire and reporting back to your superiors, and they're like, "What the hell happened?" And like, we underestimated someone.
Yeah.
They're like, "What, were they skilled?" They're like, "No, they're fucking mental."
Yeah, like, there is no way to describe how poorly this has gone.
All of our plans are literally an ass. Just, I don't know. Someone was. You can't plan for that.
Yeah, I had to take it, basically, and do what I could with it. I don't know what the sovereignty is going to make of it, but who knows? Okay, so everyone has gone to bed, I assume, unless anyone has any weird, sneaky nighttime business they want to do
Now we're shutting down.
With your holes.
With your holes.
No, it's good time.
Okay, so now it is the 13th of September, 2 days after the event.
Don't forget.
Yeah, 9:13.
Yeah, and now you can collect the brats from the hole.
Brilliant.
All right. So everyone meets up in the bar area in the morning.
Yep.
Get your perpetual soup in. Get a beer in. Morning beer.
Cheeky points with the lads.
Yeah. If anyone wants to talk about anything, they can.
Barbara's given up trying to therapize Art, I think. She's going to look at Angriff and sort of make eyes. But I don't know if that's persuasive.
I'm a paladin, not a priest.
Aren't they technically the same thing? Catberry asks.
Quite similar.
Like,
Paladins are more aptly described as a warrior monk.
Yeah, but can't you be the head of a church or a temple or something of your own?
The people have
yes, but that doesn't imply counselling services.
I mean,
I don't know which order,
Sex hole?
I would
Maybe
quite
later.
like to visit the sex hole.
If you could.
I'll be right back.
Okay. And when she's back, we will be at the hole.
Yeah.
Oh, this has gone about as well as I expected, actually. It's only slightly worse.
This is probably close to something that would make me ditch the party.
What, the mass murder moment? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good look, is it?
I
mean, we achieved our objectives. A little green tick was next to the objective button.
I feel like this is the kind of activity that would end up with a quest failed marker.
Several appearing at once.
Yeah. Yeah, things you never even heard of.
Yeah.
I think the objective, not to commit mass murder, was just implied.
That wasn't listed.
I feel like this is an argument you're having on the way to the hole.
What are you, Israeli? Fucking hell.
He exists in this universe, apparently.
Oh no, Art's the only Israeli.
We found some mass in that way.
I reject that label and will not accept that as canon.
No. Oh no. Art had much more care for human life than Israel did in that situation.
Yeah, and I've got the capacity for growth.
Yeah, so this is
question mark.
Growing moment. Art will learn not to kill so many people next time. But as you've had this conversation, you almost too quickly find yourself at the hole with the 3 signs in pristine condition.
Was it 3 or 4?
I don't remember anymore. Who remembers?
There's 3 now.
There's 3 now.
One's been burned down.
Will we dive in? Let's some
dive
brats.
in.
Okay.
You guys can fill your boots.
Those of you who dive in, you forgot that the orientation out the other side was wrong, so you fall flat onto your face if you dive in. And as you sort of emerge on the other side, you once again see the sort of sex dome or arrangement, and you still see the Lich there, taking notes.
Wow, been there for a while.
Taking plenty of notes.
Dirty bird.
Yeah.
What have you learned, Lichy?
It does not respond to
Lichy.
you. Does not respond to you. It is just taking copious notes. It's watching an elf and a half-elf couple in the dome.
Is this guy like a manifestation of comments under Pornhub videos or something?
First of all, it's, I think, canonically established this is a she. That she was a she.
I'm sorry for misgendering the Lich.
Yeah, I mean, should be sorry. Well, should she have a little
download free VPN?
Should she have a little bow on her hood, on the hood of her cloak or something? Yeah.
Surely a Lich of all people has moved beyond petty concerns like gender.
Yeah, probably.
You have to be pretty close to a literally comment on a Pornhub video, let's be honest.
I like the ones that are just like thumbs up. It's like, okay, dude.
Like, wow, this is great, thanks.
What what is a comment on a porn video supposed to like? What is the thought process?
Yeah, right. Like, are you trying to get a response from the person?
Yeah.
This made me come. Send.
Blasted ropes.
I remember one. I can't remember which side, but one. I remember one of them years ago had a fucking stand with Ukraine. It's like, what are we doing here?
Yes, stand with Ukraine under the porn video is probably my favorite genre of comment.
As I watched
Blasting for Ukraine.
watching.
At the moment of ejaculation, I saluted.
Alright, Kirstarmer. Alright.
As the big sausage pizza came out, I thought of the brave fighters in Ukraine.
Oh god, this video is dedicated to the pizza boys.
The brave pizza boys of the Azov Battalion.
They
no!
They won't be plowing MILFs anymore. Anyway. I hate my life.
Pizza boys are workers.
Yeah. So you have arrived in at the Sex Dome dimension.
Where dome is happening.
There is dome happening in some of the domes. If you look to your right, you will see. They've got a new rotation of people in, like they said they would. There are now like much larger creatures. They seem to have moved on to like larger creatures like trolls and such, things like that. Fewer, and now they've got fire elementals in there.
Oh, I'm taking a look.
Yeah, it's kind of like the fires sort of they're sort of making a tornado out of themselves.
Oh,
The air
interesting.
currents, yeah, they're having a good time in there. But you go to the office. Red's office and Rosie's office, which is next door. But Rosie has a much nicer office than Red's, which is kind of scummy, and he has like eggs in the drawer in the drawer and stuff.
Oh, we were talking about people who comment on porn videos. It's Red.
Yeah,
it's all Red.
Yeah, it's Red. Red is the only guy on every video. He's the guy who was standing with Ukraine and while something else was standing. So you are at the door of Red's office.
And 21 comes to lead.
Fucking hell.
That's good. That's good.
But anyway, I'm not getting into it.
Too late, son. You're in one.
Yeah. It's every D&D
Just
campaign.
21 naked guys standing next to each other.
No, like that's not how the 21 gun salute.
I was like,
Remember when this used to be a D&D campaign?
3 times.
oh god,
Not in my head.
you need to. But you need to have a fast reload. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as a talent.
Yeah, look, it's impressive certainly, but
Yeah, I've got this item that reduces the refractory period by 30%.
that is probably a magic item that is available in the world.
It's a level 12 spell.
Yeah,
Use the whole spell.
it's the only spell more powerful than Wish is the one to get you to do that.
21 comes salute.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't wish for the spell, but
You gotta go to a Jizz Genasi.
okay, as you're walking through, by the way, you do spot like a halfling artist drawing one of the couples, and you arrive at Red's door where you are standing outside. I don't know if you want to just go into Red's office or you want to knock first.
He might be
Feels
having
like
some
a-
stuff in there.
Yeah, let's knock first. You don't know what that guy gets up to.
No, he comes over, he opens the door. He's like, "Oh, it's you guys. Hey, so these are the two that were promised, and they're completely fine. Nothing bad happened to them." And you see there's
That's
this
suspicious.
very tall, sort of medium-length blonde-haired man kind of standing there, kind of muscly. And you see this sort of shorter, dark-haired woman next to him. It's like, see, nothing bad.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah, we're
Are you
fine.
two okay?
We're fine, yeah. We came here to get away from our families and such.
Okay.
You know, it was... I have to be honest, the concept was a bit strange, but it was really good. You can't even tell people are watching you from the outside. It looks like the sky in there.
Will we pop by the nicer office as well, just to make sure everything's fine?
Oh yeah, if you don't mind, we'll go have a look around while you're going to the other office.
No, you stick with us. We've got
We
a
don't
lot
want
of
to lose
money.
you.
We got a lot of money riding on you, so you guys stick with us.
Oh, fine. Yeah, they don't seem to mind. They were just kind of curious what was in the other domes, really.
We'll do a tour of the domes on the way out. Don't worry.
That's fine then. Yeah. And Red's like, see, what did I tell you? Everything's fine.
Hey, Red, you know I love you.
Yeah. They still don't let me in the domes though.
That's unsurprising to me.
Yeah, and to be fair, it is in the contracts. So.
You thought about getting some beholders in there or something freaky?
I don't know that beholders have sex or have any sex.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah.
What, are you suggesting that I seduce her? And you just see like this moment of like, I see. Interesting.
Think about it.
I will.
It looks like I've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, it's gonna be that 21 come salute smell. I'll tell you that. So what if
You actually can't come if a beholder's looking at you.
Yeah, that's. What if you get it in one of its eyes?
The giant, massive fucking eye.
Yeah. Okay, so you go over to the nicer office, which is where the Red calls her a hag, but she looks like a young, beautiful woman with red hair. And you are before this incredibly immaculate door. This office that next to Red's is practically palatial and and hygienic. It's nice. Red's feels like the place where a Pornhub commenter would live.
Give a gentle knock.
Yeah. She's like, come in.
Just with everyone come in. Just wanted to check, make sure everything was okay before we headed out.
Oh yeah, it was completely fine. Yeah, Red behaved himself surprisingly, and these two didn't have any issues, and they seem fine. And they're like, yeah, we're fine. Yeah.
Do we need paperwork or anything?
Oh no, they're the ones with the paperwork. You guys you have nothing to do with this. You're just bringing them back to their parents. That's nothing to do with any paperwork. Yeah. Also, DM note: did you want to ask someone something about souls being put back together?
Oh shit!
Did you want to ask? She was one of the people you wrote down. Barb specifically wrote down her name as someone who might be someone to ask.
Someone's paying attention.
While I've got you here,
well, I work here, so it's pretty easy to get me here.
No, yeah, but I'm assuming that we're not going to be able to. I'm assuming this portal's not going to last forever.
Oh no, we're going to switch them around so we can get more exotic peoples coming here.
Yeah, I mean maybe we'll meet again, but I don't want to risk not. Just
okay.
Do you know anything about like putting souls that have been fragmented and how to sort of stick them back together?
Sort of thinks about it for a second. She's like, I might do. I'd prefer the two just sort of step outside because I don't. The children, yeah.
I'll stand outside with them.
Yeah, so
I'll take them on a wee tour of the set.
Yeah, so you find out that the lad's name is Skier, and the daughter's name, the girl's name is Adianta. As you're walking around and you're looking at the trolls and all the fun stuff, weird and wonderful combinations. It's strange how love works in the world and in a world with everything in it. Strange.
Does it look like love? Is what I want to know. Like, how tender are they being?
Oh, well, I mean, as tender as it can possibly be.
Okay.
So,
and this is at maximum.
Yeah, yeah. There's like a troll and a half-orc cuddling on a sofa.
Oh, that makes you think, doesn't it?
Are you sure they're not all just on drugs?
Yeah, some of them are definitely on drugs. To be clear, Rosie's sitting there in the office, and she's like, I might know something about refusing souls back together, but the way that I would have to do it would be quite expensive. It's not like monetarily expensive, but it would require something of extreme power for me to do it the way that I do it. And even then, there's not really a guarantee that it would work. The more powerful the item, because we have to replicate the power of a soul gem. The more powerful the item, or even the soul gem itself, the better the chance of success. The way I do it. So, and the good news is, unlike a lot of other people's way of doing this, it would possibly only require one being to be killed. The bad news is it would require an extremely valuable soul. we'd be talking about the head of a Fey court, an Eladrin king, a ancient gold dragon, that sort of thing.
Right.
And the good news is there is an ancient gold dragon in the Feywild who I have some prior dealings with, and it would please me to see his life ended and his soul captured.
And this is the only thing that would need to die, or I need to kill someone else as well?
Oh no, you would just need to kill the gold dragon, and then I would come with you to capture his soul, and then I could reforge you, or at least the soul. At least part of it. If I can see the fragmented parts of the soul, I could probably have a better idea of how it would work.
Okay, I hand her the knife.
Yeah, she rolls an investigation on it. Like, yeah, soul is pretty well fractured. Whoever did this to you really didn't want you to be put back together.
I mean, I don't remember anything before I was this, so I can't answer to that, but if the stories I've heard asking around are anything to go by, I don't think he wanted any of us to be put back together.
No.
Whoa, deep.
In any case, I could do it, but it is likely a ancient gold dragon, which kind of looks at...
I am very much not strong enough to kill yet, I don't think.
Looks at anger, if like Paladin would know, dangerous creature.
I didn't go in the portal.
You didn't go in the portal at all. So it's just Angrif and it's just Barb and Elfin getting this lecture.
Yep.
Angrif's just chilling by the hole with a like iced tea, having a nice time on a sunny day. The smell of
taking a break from everyone.
The smell of ashes wafting over him.
So you think you'd want to break from the smoke, but okay.
Yeah. So that would be the bargain, really.
Okay. I don't know if I'm strong enough to do that yet, but I think once I've grown strong enough, that would be something I'd be very interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Would there be a way for me to find you again and find the Feywilds with you?
No, I'll probably
when I need to.
Odds are I'll probably be here. Find a helpful portal to the Sexstone dimension.
Is there something you can give me to home in on portals?
Yeah,
to
she actually provides this this conch. So just blow into this and it'll produce a portal. She just tosses it to you casually. So you've got a conch to the Sexstone dimension.
Conch for Sexstone dimension.
It's not like I find my whole app.
No.
How many times is this usable?
Oh, as many as you like. I'm a very, very good magic user.
Okay, let me look up what level an ancient bronze ancient gold dragon is.
Ancient gold dragon is like a challenge rating 25, I think.
Yeah, I think it's pretty.
It's
final boss level.
It's pretty much like this is the last thing you will do, either in the campaign or because you will die.
Yeah.
I mean, I like this lady. She seems nice. She seems upfront.
She's competent.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I will definitely hold on to this. And I will happily, once we have the strength, and clearly some of us have the bloodlust, to help you with this dragon problem.
Oh yeah, we heard about the fire even in here.
Did you? How?
Yeah, it's big news. News travels fast through the plains.
I mean, that wasn't us, but I mean, it did happen on the other side.
Yeah, we could smell the smoke coming through at one point.
Yes, specifically that wasn't us.
Yeah, just to be very clear. She's like,
yeah. Meanwhile, Art's staring at the fire elementals. Just like,
Art's like, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, like,
look at how they done.
Let me tell you a story about a fire.
Oh, by the way,
I be feeling something about this, or
the two kind of look at you oddly and take a step back. They just sort of take a step back and sort of let you get on with it.
I'm going to write this down. But yes, I am leaving to join Art, but I'll write this down.
Okay.
What was her name again? Jenny?
No, it was Rosie.
Rosie.
Yeah. It was a good guess, though. I'll give you that.
I'm terrible with names.
Yeah. So why you have to write them down? Okay, so you have collected the brats. You two catch up with Art again as he's staring at the fire elementals with really terrifying intensity.
Art just turns and says to Barb, "It's like, yeah, maybe the therapy might be something. Anyway,
Yeah.
You good? You need therapy?
Oh, probably, but we'll figure that out after I get my soul back together. I'm sure I'll need a lot then.
Yeah, it's an incomplete picture at this point.
Yeah.
All of the trauma has been freshly inflicted, you see. So
yeah, the ancient trauma's new stuff. I'm going to deal with that when it comes back.
All right. Shall we get £100,000 of gold?
Yeah,
yes,
that is the promise. Okay.
I hope it wasn't tied up in the warehouse district.
I'm telling you right now, if we don't get £100,000 worth of gold, there's another fire coming.
Okay.
No pause.
Okay, so you come back through the portal.
We'll deliver boy first and then girl.
Is that the right order you want to do it in? No. The boy's the less valuable one, so yeah, I guess that is kind of the right order.
Wait, I thought the boy was the more valuable one.
No, the daughter's the more valuable one.
Is she the daughter of the Vinacaris? Is that the idea?
Yeah, that's
the thing.
Yeah, that's
I assumed it was the son of the Vinacaris.
No, he.
Well, that's a bit sexist of you.
Like his sons are all dickhead losers who burned in the fire, presumably. So now the daughter's extremely valuable, actually.
Price gone up.
Yeah, maybe the supply of human has reduced. So, oh no, this is really grim. What have I done? Okay, so you all come back through the portal and you see Angrif just sort of sitting on a tree stump, drinking some iced tea that he got, or whatever drink he prefers that's not alcoholic.
We get some money and then we can get out of here and start solving your life problems.
Yeah, then we can get to Labyrinth.
I love the Labyrinth is the thing that people are fixated on.
Listen, it sounds fun. It sounds good. There'll be a therapist, there'll be Angrif's soon-to-be friend, and 20,000 other friends.
Soon-to-be friend.
Soon-to-be friend. I'm very optimistic about this, Angrif.
Yeah. Art turns to the couple and says, "Oh, by the way, we're Team Normal."
No, no, okay.
Did Red tell you about us?
Yes, he did. In great detail.
He's a character, isn't he?
He's great.
I didn't like his office very much.
Lots of cum.
Yeah.
Hard to tell where the oysters end and the cum begins.
Yeah, he keeps oysters in his trousers. Even though all the trousers
It's the salute. It's just, it produces a lot of mess.
All the trousers produce oysters. We never quite figured out what way round that was.
The Feywilds are a strange and magical place where anything can happen.
To know.
Yeah. Look, we're happy for you to take whatever money you want from our parents, to be honest. So, shall we get on with it?
Yeah, let's deliver you to your folks. Let's do it.
Okay, so the first one is the son, Scare, delivered to the Nuglis the merchant, who was racist, as you'll recall.
The racist.
He was racist. He was. He is currently having a bit of a bad day because, as a merchant, his business relied on the docks.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's having a really bad day as you walk in.
If we upset a racist and ended the possibility of slavery,
but then he sees his son and he runs over and gives him a big hug. And he's like, but his son is like comically larger than him, so he's like, "Oh, I was worried about you," and it looks ridiculous for a person so much smaller than his son to be saying that, but it's like.
Yeah, he looks like Danny DeVito.
I have to. Yeah, he looks like Danny DeVito, even though every other character is voiced as Danny DeVito.
Yeah, he's voiced by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, that's right.
Son, I found you.
Yeah. Okay. So he kind of turns to you. He goes, "I forgot how much it was we agreed on. I believe it was £1,000 of gold each.
100,000.
No, that was for the other one.
That would not be me, because and if I'm being honest, lucky you're getting 1,000. The dock fire, really bad for business. It turns out.
I mean, but our job is separate to that, and you promised us a reward.
Yeah, £1,000 of gold is a lot of money to people from the islands, I would assume. Well, not you, points at Barb. I don't think you're from the islands. And actually, to be honest, I don't think you're from the islands either, points at Angriff.
Yeah, we're from a place where we need more money. So how about twice that?
£2,000 done.
4 times?
All right.
No.
That?
The problem is £2,000 of gold
Master
is very
haggler.
heavy, so do you want it to be...
We've got a bag of holding.
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
then we
true.
can shovel it in somehow.
With a
That's
shovel.
2,000 each, right?
Yeah, you do have... Yeah, it's 2,000 each.
Yeah.
I don't know how much gold that is. Basically, money is not an object for you in most cases, except for
Yeah.
the magic items in this city.
Yeah, in which they cost 5 million each.
Yeah, like...
And also the pints.
Yeah, and the pints are pretty expensive too. Okay.
All right. Once we get the money, I slap him in the face and tell him to stop being racist and then leave.
He's like, that's not really going to encourage me, but, there's always room for growth.
Time to get more racist.
I got slapped by the tolerant left, and now I must become a Nazi.
I slap Art in the face and I say, you know what that's for.
I guess that's
He
fair.
does know. That's the problem.
Okay.
Anyway.
So you leave the house of Naglis and go to the house of Venakaris, which is a much bigger, much nicer house, higher up, big, beautiful house. And you are actually brought in by the butler to speak to Venakaris himself, who comes over and hugs his daughter. Goes, I'm just glad you're safe. And goes and turns to the butler and says, sort out the money side of it. And the butler just nods. And he shovels the £100,000 worth of gold each into the bag of holding.
Yes.
He does the shoveling. You can join in at any time. As he
Art shovels like a dog digging a hole.
Okay. And having done that, it is now like midday. And as you step out of the house of Venakaris, everyone roll a perception check.
Just so you know, I don't think D&D Beyond goes up to as high as 100,000.
Yeah, I will. I have written.
I've made a little notepad note just for the money.
Don't worry. There's you may
You're
not
gonna
have
get robbed.
You may not have to worry about it for very long. Everyone roll a perception.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay, Bob, you are.
I rolled a dirty 20.
Okay. You are noticing a pretty heavy presence of the actual guards in this city, in this area of the city now, and you do spot a wanted poster that looks a bit more like the party in general.
What? You didn't do anything.
We are innocent little
okay.
babies.
I do like a little alarm with my telepathy. I put like a little alarm, and I'm like, they got us, boys. They got us.
Okay,
girls.
Just
They got us,
why does my
everyone."
head hurt so much?
Yeah.
Immediately changed to looking different until Elf and Safety to hit that fucking pass without a trace. Let's get out of here.
I turn into Jennifer Little Chef. We're doing this.
Oh, no.
Jennifer Little
Okay.
Chef.
How long does Pass Without a Trace
Oh yeah,
last?
fucking.
I pat Bob on the head to stop the alarm.
Yeah. Snooze. Okay, so how are you trying to get out of the city? Remember, you can't get out on ships anymore on account of the docks being burned.
Is it
we
like
not
on
going-
an island, or can we not walk out?
You can walk out, but there's like a gate with guards and walls with guards who are looking for
Right,
Well,
you.
that's just not cricket, really, is it?
This wanted poster.
Yeah.
What does it have a likeness of all of us as we are normally?
Yeah, it's like wanted for
We're not
questioning.
normally.
Wanted,
We're never normally.
wanted in relation to the for questioning about the fire.
So if I got disguise self and Art has the disguise self ring, two of us can just walk out.
Yeah.
It's how to get the other two out.
Citizens, be aware, fugitives lurk in the city. You just hear a newsreader. He's just like talking about All citizens are obligated to do them harm or kill them if possible.
Obligated to do them harm.
Yeah.
Pass without a trace. How good is it?
Plus 10
Will we have to
to
walk
stealth.
past guards with it?
It's plus 10 to your stealth rolls.
Yeah. But you do still have
so
to
like-
be able to feasibly hide in the situation.
Yeah, is there like a canal sort of exit
You
that you could hide?
There will
through
be
and, like-
a sewer because it's a big
And
city,
like a
right?
sewer as well.
You could. There is also like a gate that goes over the river. You could maybe.
I also have dimension door, so
That's
we
true.
get two of
Like,
us.
It's fair of all, but like I could just spider climb up and but it would be in enough shadow that no one would see
No,
me.
it's going to be pretty hard with the walls in this city to do that. You're talking like Tiberian wall, a Theodosian wall type thing. It is just like a straight fucking wall in broad daylight.
We get in the sex dimension, ask them to move the sex dimension, and then pop out where they've moved to.
go to the sex dimension, and they've got holes to other places, right?
Yeah,
In a manner of speaking.
yeah, we could ask to see their other holes.
Let's quickly back to the sex dimension. Pass without a trace. Sex dimension.
We're going to have to roll for where you appear, aren't we? You could appear in any old fucking place. You could be going to the Feywild after all.
We want to ask to go to the labyrinth.
The labyrinth directly.
Well, around that place anyway, somewhere wherever it's closest to the labyrinth.
Imagine you're like, oh, I want to be taken to the labyrinth of the lake, like the labyrinth in the middle of that lake, and they put you right in the middle where the Minotaur is, and you get
You pop up and the Minotaur's just waiting there.
You get fucking killed immediately because the Minotaur's just there, like, oh shit, just fucking reacts and kills you.
I
Oh my god.
I use message to Barb and say like, do we really want to like go in the same dimension as art?
Well, I
Are
leave
you
him.
sure about? Yeah,
They want all of us. We're
No,
all on the
but-
poster.
Well,
we could like say, oh, we'll follow you through this hole, and then pick a different hole.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
I couldn't do that to him.
that is a good plan, though.
Yeah. Just know that if that happened, that would be full-on villain, and you would create someone who would hunt you to the ends of the earth and murder you in your
I
sleep.
would love to start playing art doing the hunting. I guess that's what would have to happen, and that would be really fun.
The levity, any levity from art would be gone. It would be pure focus on just murdering you.
We could do like a
Yeah,
boss battle.
that is kind of why I want to ditch you.
We could do a boss battle where John plays Art when he comes back as well, like a guest boss battle.
Yeah.
It's all on the table.
I couldn't leave Art. We
It's
are bonded for life. I will go if you can go. I will go where Art goes. Unfortunately for you, and your
Like a
plan-
baby bird.
Yeah.
Well,
We need to. I think
yeah.
the Catberry interjects in this conversation. The Catberry, he's the only one. Interjects in the conversation. It seems like we need to have a serious conversation about burning people again. But he might be useful to keep around on account of the stabbing.
Yeah.
No. Yes. I mean, we need him. I need him.
But also, if anything happened to him, I wouldn't be very upset.
This is
Maybe
all
we need to
about
talk to
Right.
you.
Friend.
Maybe you need therapy.
I'm sure it'll all blow over, and the population will recover in a few decades.
Yeah. So technically can't be a genocide.
Let's stop thinking about this before it goes to some dark places and get in the hole.
Get in the hole now. Okay. Okay, you manage to sneak through with Pass Without a Trace through the city. You go through alleyways. You find your way very easily to the sex dimension hole. And I assume you all escape via the sex dimension.
Mm-hmm.
I
Andrew, if you
suppose
come
so.
Yeah. You all emerge out the other side.
Angrif, who swore he'd never come back.
Yeah, now Angrif is back in the sex dimension. And because I assume you all jump in a panic, Angrif, you have fallen and you are facing straight into the troll and half-orc dome. The way you
like I never left.
I mean, you could just chill here for like a couple of days, and it'd be months later, and probably the heat...
other way round. Unfortunately, the time dilation worked the other way.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it's a nice idea. You just had it wrong in this very specific case.
Yeah, we'll just hang out here for 10 years, and it'll have been like a year then.
Yeah, you'd be better off running at the speed of light. Like, literally true.
I do that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the other spell, the same level as 21 comes
you
loot.
You accidentally fast forward too much, and all life is dead. Oops.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Can we? All right, let's go find Rosie. I'm assuming she knows more about the portals than Red does.
It's probably.
We should also find Red because he's going to be innately on our side.
Yeah. Okay. So are you going to see Red first?
Okay.
Okay. Red. Do you knock?
Yeah.
Okay, as you knock, he opens, he's eating an oyster. He's like, oh, hey! He just chucks the oyster shell to the... You notice now there's piles of oyster shells in his office?
Have you ever heard of the spell Unseen Servant?
No, we don't really use that very much out here. It's not the kind of thing we use in the Feywild.
Okay, no reason.
Could be useful.
We have a little bit of heat on us.
Oh yeah, what'd you do?
Nah, we discovered that in that city there was a bunch of slavery going on, an attempt to overturn the city and install the sovereignty, and there was a little bit of collateral damage, and they were wanted. Any way that you can get us till outside of the city, we are going to. Angrith? What was the name of Angrith's?
Well, you're looking for the Lake of the Labyrinth.
The Lake of the Labyrinth.
Yeah, Lake of the Labyrinth.
Yeah, somewhere closer, as close to the Lake of the Labyrinth, but not in this city as you can get.
Yeah, you want Rosie probably because she knows the geography of the material plane better than me because she's from there. I'm not, so
yeah. Well, we just want we don't want to ask too much. We just wanted to get your go ahead on.
Oh yeah,
asking
don't
her
worry.
first.
She'll be more than happy to help. She loves helping people. She might ask you for a favor though, so
that's fine.
Be aware.
Hey, nothing bad can happen.
We can't go to the Sexstone dimension without checking in on our friend. We have to make sure we say hi while we're here.
Well, I'm doing great. He pulls out another oyster from his pocket.
Just out of curiosity, what were you doing just before we knocked?
I was eating oysters.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask any further questions.
Yeah. What do you think I was doing? I'm not some sort of freak.
I don't know, dog. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I never know.
It smells like a horrible combination of things happened in here, but I'm not sure what. So, you go over to Rosie's office, much nicer, knock, and she summons you in. Like,
just explain the exact same thing to her.
It's like, okay, well, I can just teleport you there.
Dynamite.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. She summons her staff, which you notice is like a twisted staff made of adamant steel, and she just sort of stands. And she's like, hey, so it was the Lake of the Labyrinth, right? She just pulls out a map.
And just so you know, Rosie, you're fucking rad.
Yeah, you are great.
Yeah,
you're great.
So which shore of the Lake of the Labyrinth do you want to appear on?
Angrith?
Which shore was it?
It was west.
West, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in a place as any, I guess.
Yeah.
Let me get the teleport spell up. And just make sure it's not just on the same plane. Let me just make sure. It must be on the same plane of existence. So she's like, we will have to step back into the material plane briefly for this to work. But I can get you pretty close.
Could you step us back into the material plane and just we use one of the other holes that takes us to a slightly different city first?
Oh yeah, we can go back to the islands.
Brilliant. Oh, amazing.
Oh no, we're back on the island.
You emerge.
Every day I wake up on the island.
You emerge in Gelderfir, the not Keir Starmer city, but the Venerable Prelate city. You emerge.
God.
You emerge on a very pleasant balcony. She's like, I actually maintain a residence here to get away from Red.
That's understandable. We love him, but he is a lot.
Yes. So, I will also be transported with you, but that's not a big deal. I can just do it like that. You know for a fact that like teleport is a pretty intense spell to just be able to just fire off. So you're getting the impression that she's pretty good at whatever it is that she does. So like,
She's incredibly powerful.
west coast of the Lake of the Labyrinth. She's just like picturing it in her head. She's like, okay, like it's a good job I'm so old and have been everywhere. And this is when she says that, it strikes you as odd because she's plainly human.
Is it rude to ask how old you are?
You know, couple 1,000 years.
Fuck.
I'm a very skilled.
Have you had them?
I'm a very skilled chronomancer.
Oh.
So
Wow.
And as we know from physics, time is space.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's why she's so good at this. So, that is okay. You instantly appear on the west coast of the Lake of the Labyrinth in a small fishing village. And immediately the air feels, compared to the islands, you were just there, it was very humid and warm, it's the rainy season. You now arrive in this area, it's like crisp, early autumn kind of weather. You take a deep breath of some fresh air. Anger if you're home.
Cool.
Yeah, she's like, now if you'll excuse me, I need to return before Red does something while he's unsupervised, so... And just instant...
Just before,
she's...
before you go.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, she's not.
Just
She
before you-
stops, yeah.
Just before you go, Red said we might need to do you a favor for this.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I can't think of anything that I would want right now, but if I think of something, I know how to get in touch with you.
Amazing.
And she reaches over and she's like, I just need a hair from one of you and I can
Have
get
you
in
got
touch
Have
with
you got Insta?
Yeah, she's like, I just need a hair from one of you and I can get in touch easily.
Our offers his greasy head.
She kind of
Christ.
reluctantly plucks a hair out.
Fucking reverse.
Slips off twice.
Manages to pluck a perfectly white hair from his head as he's starting to grey. Like, this will do nicely. Thank you. And I will be able to get in touch with you when I need something. But, fair warning, when I ask, I will expect you to do it. Otherwise, well, you've seen how
You've
easy
saved
it
our
is.
skins.
You've seen how
You've saved our skins. You've done so much for us.
Yes.
It's all we could ask. The least we could do.
You seem both
Yes.
sound and powerful, so we're all good.
We wouldn't dare defy you.
Okay. And with that, she sort of goes, good, and just gone immediately.
She seems nice.
And
Seems nice, yeah.
you look out into the lake and you spot.
I wish I'd washed my hair.
Yeah, the lake is huge. It's basically an internal sea.
You.
But inside the lake, you can see the coast of an island in the center of the lake. And you're there. You are in the what the sovereignty calls the province of Arasemia, or Angra's homeland.
It is good to be home.
What an immensely successful couple of days.
As you reflect, is sitting on the lakeside for a bit. It is, it's about, it's just time difference wise. It's like midday-ish here, maybe a bit earlier in the day than where you left. So you're, you are now close to your, one of Angrif's skulls, and you're staring out at the Lake of the Labyrinth, which, I don't know, maybe Angrif knows something about the Labyrinth. Who knows?
You've been here before, Angrif?
I don't know. Have I?
You are from here. This is the Labyrinth is like, it's not knowing what the Labyrinth is here is like not knowing what the Robin Hood story is in England. Like it's a story like you can roll a history check and it's a trivial pass.
It's like a common folk tale in the land.
Yeah, like everyone knows what this thing is.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, give it a roll.
History. Oh fucking hell!
There's a building society called
Wow.
Lake Labyrinth.
7.
A 7. It's good enough. So like
they changed the logo from a labyrinth to an N. It was
It's good enough. So, like, the Lake of the Labyrinth. So obviously, as implied by the name, there is a labyrinth associated with it on the island in the center. No one lives on the island, because anyone who goes on the island doesn't come back. But the common myth is that the labyrinth itself is used as a sort of, a prison for something. The story is always like, an ancient king was buried there. It's where the progenitor of the Minotaurs is imprisoned. It has a lot of treasure in it, so adventurers love to go there and get themselves fucking murdered. And it is, it has, it could potentially have a lot of treasure in it. It's also rumored that if you successfully navigate the labyrinth, you can be crowned the king of the territory as well. It's that sort of whole thing. The sovereignty sort of believes it's the Minotaur thing, which is probably why they don't go there so much. But yeah, it's
like a King Arthur thing about it then as well.
There's a bit of a King Arthur-y vibe to it, yeah. But whatever's in there, it's people don't usually come back from it. And it is a very, potentially very rewarding dungeon, if you will.
And that's where the person is?
No, the person is in the lands to the west of here. The labyrinth itself is just kind of a thing I'm dangling in front of you for effect.
Oh. I mean, we've so much money.
Yeah, but you could have more.
We could buy the labyrinth.
Yeah, you could redevelop the labyrinth into student housing.
Start our next session, we're all wearing tight suits.
Yeah.
Shiny shoes.
Red trousers for everyone.
Yeah.
We've all got earpieces on.
Yeah, you could go to the labyrinth. You could easily get someone to take you by boat there. Or not.
Buy. Sell. Sell. Buy.
Wait, good job the economy is going to grow forever. Wait, but what if it doesn't? Sell! Sell immediately!
The timber industry will always... People will always need timber.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Doing insider trading by burning down a city and investing in timber.
Okay, so the party...
Oops, we just invented capitalism again.
Angriff looking out at the lake. I mean, it would be like probably quite emotionally important to Angriff to do something about the labyrinth, just because it's an important symbol of his homeland. But also, sometimes it's better not to know what's going on inside the labyrinth.
Or an Angriff main quest now, so it's going to be his decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all up to Angriff.
Feel like I need to think about this one.
Yeah, well, it's a good job we're at the end of the session then. Angriff, you can think about it. Do you want to go to the labyrinth or not? Also, well done, you skipped out a ton of stuff that you didn't have to deal with.
Yeah.
But also, everyone...
I did think I was watching your face when we said we could go to the sex dimension and use the portal.
And I was like, fuck's sake. I fully had a thing planned, and now we're going to have to do it in a different way, but it's fine. You'll just have to pay the immense fine that's going to be given to you by the civil court of the other city another time. At a time of my choosing, a court official will appear and give you
We have so much money for this immense fine.
A £112 of gold fine to rebuild the city.
I mean, worse things have happened.
Yeah, nothing bad can happen.
Nothing bad can happen.
Unless you're a victim of art, I guess. But yeah, that's... alright, well yeah, you decide whether... Also, everyone here, all the players, you have to level up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because that is an arc...
Nothing bad can happen.
An arc completed, as it were. Maybe not in the way I hoped it would be completed, but it is completed.
We burned down a city and we leveled up. That's what I've learned.
Yeah, we should burn down more cities.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, the total XP of all of the people who died added up to a level. So I guess that's kind of how that went.
This
is the first time this crime has been committed. They call it arson now.
Yeah.
I've played D&D for like a good few years now, and I've never been in a situation where you like accidentally commit genocide, but I've heard about lots of people doing it, and now I understand.
Now you understand how it happens, right? Every campaign I've ever
quite
run.
There, yeah.
In the moment you decide that setting a fire to burn an invisible assassin who killed your friend is a good thing to do,
and then
I don't know.
Next thing you know,
Next thing you know, you're walking on the 6,000 ashen bones.
Excited for Art to burn the labyrinth and see how that plays out.
I mean, it went well that last time.
Yeah, I mean,
The Minotaur's like, my weakness, fire!
the Minotaur's like, I'm gonna negotiate. The Minotaur is pierced armor. Like,
Minotaur's just sitting there going, "Oh Christ! I knew I should have got a fire exit in this labyrinth."
I should have put fire escapes. I can't believe I was so foolish.
That's right. We're gonna smoke him out.
You're assuming there's a Minotaur in there just because I said that. Doesn't mean it's true.
It's just West Streeting.
Yeah. Oh god. But yeah, well done everyone. You have leveled up. I hope everyone enjoyed watching that because that was probably by far the most evil thing the party as a whole has ever done.
As a whole.
In aggregate, the party did that, I'm afraid. So
I don't think it was necessarily evil. It was stupid, and then
devolved into evil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It wasn't
like-
evil. It was accidentally did crimes, but he didn't mean to do those crimes.
Like,
He was trying
he
to do
didn't
something
set
else.
out- it wasn't like, I'm going to kill a lot of people.
Good.
It
It
was
certainly
like,
wasn't a good thing, but it wasn't.
no, it
on
wasn't a good
purpose.
thing, but it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to kill all these people just to kill this one person. It was like, I could set a fire in this one place to get this one person that will help, and then just not realize.
Yeah, you didn't realize that like you were starting an uncontrolled pitch and oil fire that would spread throughout an entire. Okay, so I've now got to work out how the city's going to recover from this and what that means. You have killed 6,000 to 7,000 people, Art. I hope you're proud. And I guess we're gonna see if we go to a labyrinth next time because it's all Angriff's decision, and everyone remember to level up. But we'll catch you in a couple.
Everyone
weeks.
Everyone at home, remember, giant wet damp cloth.
Yeah, that's what you need. If you have an oil fire, smother it. Don't put water on it. That's
Only you can stop Art from committing fires.
That's right. On that note, good night, everyone.
Good night.